But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And it begins another busy Opie and Anthony show. Good morning.
Hi.
How is everybody today?
Hi, everybody.
What is it, Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday.
All right. 24 hours, I'll be sitting here, and it'll be Friday. Nice.
Almost.
Then the party starts.
I was going to say almost party time.
Almost party time. It's getting too goddamn cold now. Hate the winter. Hate it.
Yeah, you scared all of us because we thought you were wearing the big coat today.
No, not my big parka. I have my nice little 511 jacket. Love my 511 wear.
Yeah. But that's when we know winter is truly here, when you start wearing the big coat that completely covers your body. You got maybe, what, a dime-size hole that you look through?
Yeah, it's pretty much, I pull the
it's
hood
a Kenny
up.
Snorkel jacket, basically.
Yeah. I pull the hood up so you can't really see me. I can barely see anything. I just kind of look up every so often to make sure I'm not walking into somebody. It's very heavy, very insulated. Because, 40-mile-an-hour winds whipping through the artificial canyons of Manhattan when it's 20 degrees out. You know, you might as well be climbing Everest. It's cold. I hate the cold.
It's going to be 70 today, so you still have time.
Goddamn Keith last night talked me into my winter activity at the house, which is now going to be a giant home theater in my basement with a 150-inch screen.
You're getting that screen?
No, it's a projection.
Oh, okay. You scared me because they had a TV on display.
Yeah.
And I was looking at Ant going, there you go. There's your next purchase.
No, with a home theater of this size, it's got to be like a projection screen.
Okay.
But like motorized seats that recline and go back, and a bar and all kinds of just stuff. And the whole thing is going to look like a nice, classy, oldie-time movie theater.
Nice.
With all the little curtains and everything. And you walk in and you watch these movies. And the system isn't like you got to go and pop a DVD in anymore. It's all on hard drive. Everything's downloaded from the internet. And you get the choice of movies. They all go up on the screen, and you scroll through them. Scroll. And you just click on the goddamn movie you want to watch, and there it is in ridiculous sound. Pop one of those pictures up there, Danny. The sound system is just like a movie theater. The thing rumbles, and the screen, it's just going to be insane. And that's for the winter. And then the summer's the pool.
Yeah, the future.
But isn't...
No, it's funny, really fast. We're getting to see what Keith would do if he had money.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean,
you're absolutely right. He walks around that place like he owns it.
Yeah.
He's kicking people out of rooms that I'm like, yeah, if you want to stay over, say that. No, I'm locking that room. No one's going in there.
Yeah.
And then he gets his wife Ange to set up another room for other people so they don't invade his space.
Yeah, it's all wonderful, but
it's my house.
Well, it's wonderful, but we really don't know what your tastes are, what you like.
Oh, I don't know either.
You're enjoying what your house has become, but this is Keith's taste.
I guess
him and his wife are basically living their fantasies through you.
It's their pet project.
Right.
Right. You know, Keith is like writing checks for me and sending them off to people. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Like, and then it was suggested that what happens if he just writes a check for himself? Mm-hmm. So like Michael Corleone, I'm not against shooting a cop, a dirty cop. Mm-hmm. We got papers. We got people on the newspapers. We could.
He's got like a real life Sims game.
Yeah. He's just getting furniture and expanding things, and The Sims. He's playing The Sims with my house.
Your house, your money. It's real life Sims. He's locking doors. He's kicking people out. He's buying. He's purchasing.
Slowly poisoning Anthony.
Yeah,
changing the will.
And
yeah, exactly.
And he's inviting neighbors.
I heard about this neighbor thing.
Holy mother of God! I'm just hanging out in the house, and Keith's out back. Enjoying a little glass of wine. And there's a house being built behind my house. I got a fence up, big fence, a lot of plantings that kind of camouflage everybody else's house. I don't want to see people. I don't want them looking in my yard. Might be shenanigans going on in there. So the owner, who's an Asian gentleman, he's outside the house. And he's been there a few times.
Checking out the progress?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't seem to speak much English, but enough to understand, but, not... You can't just carry on a normal conversation with him. You got to kind of talk slow and everything. So Keith is like, Anthony's calling me and laughing. So I come to the door and I'm like, what? And then he turns to the neighbor and goes, excuse me. And the neighbor comes to the fence and in an accent I would love to imitate here, which would be a prime place to actually do it because it wouldn't be mocking anything. It wouldn't be stereotyping anything. It would be me doing an impression like I do of anybody, of an Asian gentleman talking that doesn't speak much English, speaks some broken English. But for some reason, I can't do that here.
This would be a very accurate impression.
Accurate. It wouldn't have any, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't be me making fun of anybody. It would just be an accurate impression of what this guy sounded like. But because people run in fear, I can't do that. But back to the story.
All right.
So Keith, he goes, yeah, hey, how you doing? He goes, when your house is done, you come over for dinner. You come over. And I'm standing there like with a smile on his going, oh my God, he's inviting the Asian gentleman over for dinner. And then the Asian gentleman goes, he was talking about knocking down part of fence so we can come back and forth.
No.
Yes! I was horrified. And then Keith is like, yeah, we have parties here. You come over. You come over.
You might as well knock down the fence, because if you don't, there's going to be a tunnel dug.
Well, that's true. I'll have to send someone in with one of my 45s and a flashlight in their mouth. Take care of that problem.
The neighbor just trying to get to the party. Tell him.
Yeah. You don't know where that goes.
All of a sudden you just see your pool drain. Like, what's going on?
What's happening? I think
why is my pool draining?
Yeah, so he's doing that.
Is Keith just like whistling a happy tune around your house now that Jill's gone? Because now that means he's back in your life?
He's back in, smiling. He just, I come home the other day. There's a big truck in my driveway unloading brand new outdoor furniture.
Yeah?
And it's the same stuff he has at his house.
I'm telling you, man.
So he'll feel comfortable sitting in it.
This is a perfect situation because you, like myself, we don't really care.
Yeah.
But
be a place to sleep, a few beers. Yeah, I'm fine.
But he does, so you get all the stuff you need to live comfortably, but it's his taste, which makes him happier.
Oh, he loves it. He is so waiting for any vacation I go on or anything, because he's moving in.
Well, when I was at that party, I noticed that his room is getting quite impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
The first time I went over your house when this whole process started of you deciding after a year that you were going to put stuff in your house, he had a little room set aside.
Dude, there was
just a little ratty comforter and a pillow, just a place to crash real fast. Yeah. Now it's it's one of the nicest rooms I've ever seen in my life.
Here's what it was. It was my old bedroom set, because I had gotten a new one for my room.
Sure.
It was my old bedroom set in there. And a dresser, my old dresser. And on the dresser sat what had to be a 15-inch TV. Old tube TV, but little 15-inch portable kind of TV sitting up there with no cable box. And that was it. Now, there's a new bed in there, new bedroom set.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's his room.
Okay.
A new bedroom set, new dresser, a giant plasma TV on the wall. Now, there's no more little 15-inch TV. That's gone. There's little... Look at this bedroom full of beautiful prizes. A plasma TV set. A brand new bedroom set. Decor. And on the dresser sits a picture in a frame of Keith and his wife? No. Keith and the kids? No. It's Keith and me.
Aww.
Keith and me. With the Ferrari and the Lamborghini during Supercar weekend.
Sure. Right.
That's the only picture in the room. So, and then There's a room that kind of connects to it through the bathroom because it's got kind of a Brady Bunch bathroom where
2 rooms split 1 bathroom.
No, where the father has sex with another man and later dies.
Yeah.
It connects 2 rooms through the bathroom, and he has chosen that to be his sitting room. You don't need a sitting. Now I go, and one of my couches that was downstairs before I got new couches is up there.
Yeah.
And there's a big TV up there and everything. It's outrageous what he's doing.
Fast forward another year, you're going to be living in the maid's quarters.
Yeah.
Anthony has like a section that is so obvious. If Ant was like a quote normal, I need a wife and family, this would be where the maid would live. That's going to be your space eventually. He's going to talk you into the maid quarters, saying how that's the coolest part of the house, and he's going to have the rest of the thing.
Well, now there's the one of the middle rooms upstairs. Angela seems to have, started decorating that one, and there's a bedroom set in there now, and a dresser, and a nice big rug on the floor. It's looking very nice because, and the only reason this was done is to keep any guests I have out of their room. So now all the guests have to go there. There's he said there's a hierarchy around here. Mm-hmm. And it starts with people sleeping in the cabana. And after that, they work their way up into the maid's quarters. And then, so I'm like, oh, this is great. Do I have to stand at the door and go, you've been upgraded, sir? That's great. We had you in the maid's room, but we're going to give you an upgrade to upstairs. I want hotel room keys and the locks on the door, on all my doors. So people get handed the keys and they just slip them in and go in their room.
It's a bed and breakfast filled with orgies.
It's insanity.
It's like a flop house you're running.
Flop house.
A really nice flop house.
Yeah.
Just hope they don't all of a sudden bring bunk beds in.
No, we don't want bunk beds. What's that tapping noise?
That's today's problem. What's today's problem?
Well, that's good.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah. What's that?
It's going faster.
Huh? I don't have no.
It's the phone all of a sudden. Link to server is down, it says on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see?
All right, we're going to reboot the phones. Everybody wants to talk about Anthony and his yeah, see, it is the phones.
Good.
All right, well, that's not too distracting. Where were we? So, if you see the bunk beds arrive, then you know you're in trouble, because
There's a problem.
Now they're going to take a chance and move their kids in. And that's when you're going to finally have it.
I do get a little nervous when the kids are over.
They are over?
Well, the kids come over sometimes,
What do they call you? Meal ticket? What do they call you? They're not calling you Uncle Anthony.
No, there's no Uncle Anthony.
But they have to call you something.
Call me by name. I think I just say hi, and they go hi, and that's it. And then they just run off somewhere.
And then they run and hide in one of the many rooms.
I don't have a child-safe house. Mm-hmm. Except for my dates, and that's not safe. No bag.
It's a big thing on the side of your bed so they don't fall out.
Yeah, you got to put the little sides up.
Danny, is this you? Ant's house is like Project Mayhem. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was called.
Fight Club. That's pretty good.
It was like my house is like the house on Paper Street.
Yeah.
And Danny was saying maybe I should hand out Cumia reward points for people that stay for extended periods of time, and people that frequent the Hotel Cumia.
You're not giving out the reward points for people that are staying.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
You're giving them out for something else that might be happening in the house.
You want a reward? Come here.
Yeah, Cumia honors, they would call it.
Yeah.
Like after 9 face paintings, you get your...
I'm honor.
Yeah.
Well, face paintings.
So
I have clowns over the house, and
are you going to have the neighbors over or what?
The new neighbors that are going to be moving into that house back. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to say to them. You'd see my collection of memorabilia I got in the house and be horrified.
You think they would be?
Yeah, I think.
No, I'm talking about the new neighbor. That's a different war.
No, the new neighbor. I'm not gonna. He'd be horrified too.
You think?
Yeah. What do you think? He wants to see big flags of the rising sun up on the wall? Replay that part of history? I don't think so. I noticed Keith's wife took my Nazi officer's hat and put it in my office. was being proudly displayed in my kitchen. I guess that's not a good spot when workers are coming over.
You tell them that's a good spot. It's
What's
your
wrong
house.
with? I know.
It's
I
your
don't
house.
care.
You tell them that you want the Nazi hat in the kitchen.
Why would anyone care if I have a Nazi officer's hat on a shelf in my kitchen? It's part of history. I'm not celebrating anything. I'm not a member of the Nazi Party or the American Socialist, National Socialists. I'm a fan of the era.
What's their ultimate goal, you think?
To get me out of the house and to have the house for free. I already told you what Keith told one of the Indian neighbors that I have. That because he was like, where? Oh, can I do the accent? Jesus, picture an Indian accent. He goes, "Where is the gentleman that lived here before?" Because he assumed Keith lived there.
Right.
I was on vacation at the time, and Keith is there all the time. And Keith doesn't care. He'll walk out with a coffee cup in his underwear on the lawn and look around. You know, like you do when it's your place.
Yeah.
Hand on hip. You're kind of just surveying your property, going, "Yep."
Waiting for the paper boy.
Yeah, just in his drawers, just drinking some coffee. And this guy goes, "Where's the gentleman that lived here before?" He goes, he was arrested for child pornography and drug charges." And the guy was horrified. He goes, "Oh my God, really?" And Keith's like, "Yeah." He goes, "So the feds took the place and I bought it at auction." And he goes, "Oh, how much did you buy it for, if I might ask?" And Keith said some outrageous price, like $160,000, like, you know, a fraction of the price. And the guy was like, "Wow, that's a great deal." And Keith's like, "Yeah." And then he just walks back in and leaves the guy hanging like that. So now when I walk around, if I see somebody, there's like, "Oh, there's the guy with the kiddie porn that sells drugs."
All of a sudden you see the shades go down.
Yeah. They're all horrified of me.
They're all just hiding in the house. They're like, "Oh my God, he got out of jail. How did he work that one?"
And he told the guy behind, the Asian gentleman that's building the house behind me, that the backyard landscaping, because he goes, "How much was that?" And Keith goes, "Oh, this was like $50,000. And meanwhile, it was a little more, perhaps more than that.
Right.
But he just Keith lies to everyone around me.
I'm also hearing that Keith is going to suggest maybe to the new Chinese neighbor that you and him are gay.
Yes, that's what he said too. Right.
Yeah, what am I...
Yesterday, he goes, "When I see him, I'm going to tell him that we're gay lovers."
Yeah.
He goes, "That ought to really get his head spinning."
Yeah. And
Keith cannot think of things fast enough to screw up, like, my relationship that I don't have with my neighbors.
No, it's perfect. That's what you want. You don't want any interaction with the neighbors, and this is the way to go about it.
I don't want them firebombing my house either.
You want them to think you're gay or into child porn, and they'll all leave you alone, Ant, which is perfect.
Me out with the
Keith wants to yell to the guy, "Oh, let me get my husband."
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. "Let me get my husband." And then he'll just call my name without letting me know he just said that, and I'll come walking out.
And they say, like, you know,
Keith
that's funny.
Is an ass.
That's wonderful. Listen,
he's a complete ass.
Listen, we would go to the phones right now, but this is what we get today.
Come on. Oh, I feel like I'm at Belmont. My horse is coming in.
See, the company thought it was a great idea to... Very good, actually. The company thought it was a great idea to fire pretty much everyone about 6 months ago, thinking that nothing would change. Well, I'm starting to notice that this place is breaking down now.
Yeah.
This is the other side of firing everybody. The product suffers. And
when the machine breaks down, we break down.
This is what we have today for phones. So
that's the phones?
That's the phone so far.
It'd be funny if we just left that on and the ratings went up.
It's better than 90% of the callers we get.
Yeah, no kidding. And what's up with the laptop? You smashing that today?
It worked.
It did?
Yeah, see, you got to make threats before you break it.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was.
That stinks. All right, we're going to take a quick break because we have a lot to do today. We have the Sarah Palin thing. It's just fun for everybody. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. This broad is as dumb as they come.
Every time she opens her
I'm sorry, Aunt. I know.
No, what do you kid? I agree.
I know McCain's your boy, and I know the Obama-Biden ticket has some problems too, obviously. But this Sarah Palin is a dummy.
Well,
we got the latest one, about the newspapers and the magazines to play for everybody.
You were saying in the office that we should be mad as Americans.
Yeah.
And not because of what's going on, but because this is the only choices we were given.
That's what I was telling.
And how is that possible? And that should anger Americans more than this one's a dummy, this one doesn't have experience, this one. Like, be angry at the big picture. Why is it that these are the four people that we have to choose from, and that is it?
As Americans, we should be outraged.
And don't give me the independent candidates. Stop it already.
Well, we should be outraged that this is the best they could throw at us. Sarah Palin has no effing clue how our country works. She knows how Alaska works, I guess, in the freaking town or the little city she's runs.
A dimwit. Obama might as well be just a rock star. A Bono. Have Bono run.
Right.
The only reason he's drawing crowds wherever he goes is because there's a cult of personality around him that he's a rock star now, and people love him for that.
He's a great speaker with no substance. Then you got McCain. McCain's
old.
He's a wonderful American, but he's a broken man. The guy is broke.
He's old. They're cutting pieces off of him every day.
And then Biden. Wow, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Biden's a loose cannon.
I don't know what's going on under those hair plugs, but it doesn't seem good.
Perhaps a couple of aneurysms.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they talk about McCain being 72 years old. Jesus Christ. And Biden's had Puddinhead a couple of times.
And as Americans, we're like, oh, Democrat this, Republican this. It's like, no, as Americans, we should be pissed that this is what they threw in front of us.
Bring back the Whigs
for this election.
The Whig Party.
It's a disgrace. It really is a disgrace, man.
It is.
It really is a disgrace. Yeah. This is the best America has to offer to its people.
No, because it's the way they run things over there. It's just people feel they're owed a shot at the presidency, and that's one reason they get in. Or they give a great speech at a Democratic National Convention,
right?
And all of a sudden everyone clamors, "Hey, this guy could be president!"
Right?
And the public eats it up because the press just pumps the hell out of it.
Right?
It is a disgrace.
But there are independents that, Perot got 17% of the vote back in, 1992?
You know what? That was an anomaly because that guy had so much goddamn money on his own. He wasn't getting contributions from people to finance his campaign. Meanwhile, Obama can get Billy Joel and Springsteen to play for $10,000 a pop for seats.
Right.
And he's raising money hand over fist.
But I'm not even talking about independent, candidates. I'm talking about the two big parties.
This is
the best they have for us this time around.
Exactly. How about a great presidential candidate from one of the big parties? You just don't see that. You see people that feel they're owed it, and then they at the beginning they might speak candidly. Obama did the same thing. Clinton was great at that, at speaking very candidly and openly, and he was very sincere sounding. Mm-hmm. And then they get the nomination, and they get pounced on by these Washington insider douches that are just business as usual. And they make them start doing things like old time politicians, and they lose that connection with the average American. Mm-hmm. I think Obama's lost a lot of that. Like, he had this whole kind of down to earth thing, but now when he rolls up those shirt sleeves, some advisor told him roll up the shirt sleeves.
Right. He's believing his own hype. When you discover a band and you get to see him in a small club, you're like, man, this is my band, and you get to meet the band because they're
just hanging out.
They hang out. They're at the bar after
the gig.
Next thing you know, a year goes by, 2 years go by. They're playing a bigger venue. It's a little tougher to get at them.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're playing Madison Square Garden, and
security's keeping you a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I hung out and drank beers with the guy. Yeah, you and 8 million other people. Get out of here.
Now you're getting your ass beat up because you try to take a picture of the dude. It's like back in the day, we would have drank shots together. Yeah. What happened? It's kind of happening to Obama a little bit. Why don't we take a quick break? Remember that show we beat up real good yesterday? Turns out they didn't really say anything that bad about us.
You mean we were just reactionary idiots?
Yeah. We'll explain next. Stay there. Opie and Anthony.
Do whatever.
Want to say good morning to everybody. To the regulars, we don't have phones. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. 877-212-0-A. It's not like we're a big radio show or anything. No big deal.
I like how you just said we have no phones and then gave out the phone number.
Oh, I did, right? Because that's like when you drive home and you all of a sudden go, how did I get home? You know what I mean?
It's just a reflex.
It's a reflex. Well, when we have the phones, you know the number. This sucks we don't have phones because We're off to a very good start. Hey, remember yesterday we started a new bit called Jocktober.
Jocktober.
You got the dumb radio stations doing Rocktober. Last year we did E-Rocktober.
Yes, tribute to our own dummy.
Yeah.
E-Rock.
Yes. This year we're doing Jocktober.
Mm-hmm.
It all started because we heard that this radio show in Utah was taking some shots at us.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did we do, Anthony?
Well,
did we...
First we said, look, let's not jump the gun here. Let's get the tape of what they said.
Yeah.
And see if it was something bad, and then react accordingly. Then people started calling up and saying, yeah, they were bashing you.
And that's all we needed to hear.
And that's it.
Right.
Instead, all the logic of that first statement went right out the window, and we went on the attack. Yeah, and it was, you know...
It was great radio. It was a lot of fun to do. And
a nice hour-long response to what amounted to nothing that bad that they said.
But we do this every time, too. We always say, well, let's wait and hear what they had to say, but we never end up waiting. And once again, we did exactly that. So Sam finally heard the radio show in Utah?
Well, yeah, I had our intern, Hip Hop Ron, listen to this show for about 3 hours yesterday looking for this, clip of them talking about us, and he finally found about, I'd say, give or take 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That, the Opie and Anthony show came up. And it did. They definitely talked about us.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We did an hour, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal what we were doing with their radio show yesterday.
But they took some shots of their own.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
all right. Well.
This is what started it all, right here, this clip?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm surprised you're listening to the show, because he's all about these that Opie and Anthony. He's always comparing the show to Opie and Anthony. Yeah.
We don't get you in New York. I have to listen to O&A.
How funny! It's funny because Michelle will always say, "Yeah, Mark's telling tell Frankie Opie and Anthony did this, or they tried this, or you guys should do this like Opie and Anthony do." What's that?
Excuse me. I never say that to you. I never say that to Michelle because I know that you don't want to hear that. So I never tell Michelle, tell Frankie that O&A did this.
Well, then she's just getting my goat then.
That's Frankie's brother-in-law that called the show.
Uh-huh.
So Frankie his brother-in-law probably lived out there and then moved here. That's why he said, I have to listen to O&A because you guys aren't here.
Yeah.
So he's a fan. He probably said that when he lived out in Utah.
Yeah. And then it continues.
The truth of the matter is Michelle got her new car. She has XM radio in it, and she's a closet O&A. She listens to O&A on 202.
She better not. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Frankie.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? She better. She does. But she told me she doesn't listen. She better not listen to those guys.
I'm telling you, she calls me on the cell phone. I just listen to O&A, and they're disgusting.
Okay.
Trust me.
So she's listening, but she does. Yeah, I believe her when she says that. I don't think she listens to it.
This is grounds for divorce.
Yeah, but she's listening to music.
So Frankie's one of the guys on the show. I still, even though we did an hour on these guys, I still don't know who.
I gotta figure out who's who.
Frankie's one of the main guys on the show.
Yeah,
and that's his brother-in-law on the phone. And his brother-in-law is saying Frankie's wife listens to our show on XM instead of his show.
Yes.
Instead of her husband's show.
The Morning Zoo.
The Morning Zoo. Okay. All right.
Well, it sure is getting brutal about us.
Yeah. Did you hear?
It's sure,
pretty much doing us a favor in Utah and doing a big commercial.
For
our satellite radio
side.
show.
But it's like, wow. That what they just said, that deserves the response we gave.
No one said anything bad.
We are just idiots.
No one. What were some of the things we said yesterday?
Oh my God! Just pick the usual. We probably accused them of being pedophiles. Right. Hope they get AIDS. Whatever it is.
I believe we said that Jim said she sounded like a deaf person who had bitten her tongue.
I meant DEF.
It continues. They nabbed Frankie's wife. DB is very upset, and Frankie's brother-in-law talks about how many listeners XM has. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so now the wife of one of the main guys calls the show?
Not yet. This is still the clip of the brother-in-law.
All right.
Michelle, you're nabbed.
You're nabbed.
Listening to XM?
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, not while we're on, because, she wants to hear if we're talking about her. She wants to know.
Radio should be free, man.
What's that about?
Yeah, I'm upset.
I'm upset, too.
She sold us down the river.
Hey, in the New York area, a lot of people listen to XM radio.
We don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry, we're not as sophisticated as you, Mark.
Oh, wow. One big commercial.
One big, nice commercial.
The assault continued. Wow, that was...
Yeah.
You know, I can't even listen to this anymore. I'm so insulted.
We're douches.
We are complete asses. We jump the gun constantly.
We never listened first.
No,
we let
why would we?
Some dumb listener
Why would we?
who probably just wants to start trouble.
Yeah.
Coax us into just an awful response to what amounted to really nothing, but maybe a compliment.
We're like a dumb dog, or like that retarded kid that if you spray his face with water, he goes to the bathroom on himself and runs in circles. We're morons.
You know, instead of doing what we did yesterday, we should have sent them a fruit basket or something. What are we doing? And now Frankie's wife calls in?
Yes, this is Frankie's wife.
All right.
So are you, when you listen to them, you say that you kind of just tune in because he says you need to listen to him, and then you are truly disgusted with them, right?
I listened once, and they're filthy. I would never, I listened to Oprah and Friends.
Okay.
It's the only thing I listen to on XM.
I can't believe she has an XM. Frank, that's
it came with the car.
Then you should have got a different car.
Wow, they had every opportunity to just go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And they were nice.
And try to rip out our, voice box.
Oh, boy.
And they plug Oprah and Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get Oprah and Friends on XM as well as Opie and Anthony in sports.
Did Oprah just go off on him? See Oprah sitting there on a show, and these guys are just asses.
Yeah.
Well, they did say the show was filthy. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
That was.
We had one man puking in another man's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, God forbid we're called filthy. What about the time Pat Duffy was brushing his teeth with dog you-know-what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not filthy.
And then our discussions about, sex.
Yeah.
They get a little racy.
Well, there you go. That's what they did to us.
And our response was just, a napalming of the village.
Yeah.
And then realize, it's the wrong village.
Oops.
Oh, well.
It was like Me Lie.
Let's crank up some Hendrix and smoke some pot. Oh, well, who cares? We're over here for another year.
We're going to have to go up to the radio show like Ron Kovics one day in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And apologize. I think you're the one who ruined your show.
You still want to do Jocktober?
Hell yeah, we want to do Jocktober. Who are we focusing on today, Sam?
We could get some clips from the People's Morning Show.
Yeah, I want to hear what that's all about.
The People's Morning Show. That's in Harrisburg, I think.
Yeah.
Harrisburg, PA, has a show called The People's Morning Show. Get it, PMS?
Is that it?
Yeah, because everyone wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. They're miserable, but the PMS show's going to take care of you.
They do. They're pretty good.
That's what it's about. Of course it is. Do they have cute little sweepers and stuff?
Yes, they have, sweepers to intro their segments, and they have a whole, I'll print it out, they have a whole list of special vocabulary that just those who really get the show are going to really
they're not doing the Lopeweiser type crap, are they?
No, nothing like that. It's totally
worse.
different.
Good stuff.
It's worse, right?
Are
we going to be happy?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I'm reading Pal Talk here, and some guy with a name that's just unpronounceable says, you guys just bombed Japan without Pearl Harbor ever happening.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's what we do.
Could someone call for us? So we're sorry.
Hell no. We never say sorry.
Send over a fruit basket.
No sorry.
On my behalf, not their behalf.
No.
For Jim Norton only.
We did what we did.
We also gave out the phone numbers and email.
Oh, God, we did. Oh, what idiots.
They got blank pictures that they're kind of going through.
Oh, are we terrible.
See, that's what I'm sure one of the guys over there is enjoying that, so.
Oh, God, why did we do that? Why? There was no reason for us to do that.
Yeah, we're the worst. Nice. All right, Sam. So when are we doing Jocktober today? Next break, hopefully?
Yeah, definitely.
You're going to be ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good. We're going to focus on the PMS show. I can't wait. Yeah. All right, Sarah Palin. You got the big debate tonight.
Yes, oh boy, is everybody waiting for this one.
We're all excited, which means it's going to be a bust. You know that, right? It never works out the way you want it to.
A lot of people are going to be tuned in, though. I'll tell you that much.
You're going to be watching two robots that aren't going to acknowledge each other. That's what these debates have turned out to be. Didn't Obama not even look at McCain or something like that? McCain didn't look at Obama. Like, they don't even look at each other anymore. They they're asked a question, and then somehow their whole job is to seg the question into what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
Nothing gets done with these debates.
It's almost like two guys doing speeches on their own in the same room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is.
And
rumor has it Sarah Palin's going to have like an earpiece and she's going to be fed answers.
Sarah Palin is not going to answer anything. She's incapable of answering a question that is posed to her. She gets asked something and then seems to have no clue and completely changes the subject.
Yeah.
So what's the weather out today? Did you hear about the steel industry?
Yeah.
What? Wait, she's asking about the weather. She's a dummy.
Can you have an earpiece and get fed answers?
Well, they speculated that's what was happening with Bush in the last series of debates with Kerry, and there were a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about the lump in his coat and all that.
I want to say that's just one of the rumors going around. I have no effing idea, but
and couldn't they make it wireless? I mean, they probably could put something in your ear that you wouldn't see with a camera.
Why does it have? Why can't they just have the two candidates? Here you are. Go. Oh, yeah. Why does it have to be so organized and questions and everything has to be timed out? Let these guys fight it out.
Let them debate.
Well, a good moderator calls them out on their crap. Like a good moderator will stop.
Yeah.
They are evasive asses. They never get to the point.
Right.
So a good moderator will go, well, yeah, well, what about what I just asked you? You know,
who's moderating this one?
This woman who's biased. She's
Gwen Eiffel.
Yeah,
she's a black woman who's writing a book about Obama, a positive book that comes out in
Holy Jesus, why is she moderating?
Screaming at me. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
No, you're right. Why is she exactly?
Yes.
Well, there's not. Drudge Report had it yesterday, and there's no real outrage that.
Why isn't there outrage
that she wrote an Obama book and that she can be the moderator?
A pro-Obama woman is moderating this. It should be a completely neutral person. What a bunch of crap!
No outrage.
Ah, this sucks.
Because we're all watching Dancing with the Stars and all these other dumb shows.
Where's the outrage?
There's no outrage.
Right here, apparently. I'm outraged.
You don't need anyone else to be outraged.
Okay. I was so disappointed by the Obama-McCain debate. The same thing's going to happen tonight. It's like Jimmy said. It's they're just giving speeches in the same room.
We need
just taking turns doing their speeches.
We need more moments like that, like the John Kerry coming out and reporting for duty.
Yeah,
I'm John Kerry reporting for duty. Salute.
Yeah, when these guys go off, when they go off script. Is there anything better?
They're just tools.
Yeah. Well, this is the latest on Sarah Palin. She can't even answer the simple question, what magazines and newspapers do you read?
That seems like an easy one. If you were asked, what magazines, what newspapers do you read?
Right.
I'm asking. We're playing.
On the weekends, I actually attempt the New York Times, my friend. During the week, I read these cartoony papers because they're more fun. For the radio show, the Post and the Daily News. They're very cartoony
Daily
and stupid.
News. If I'm staying at a hotel, I'll read the USA Today that comes in.
Oh, no, you look at the pictures.
I like Popular Mechanics. I like the Graph.
Yeah.
She doesn't confess what she read. What does she read?
NRA magazine.
Mm-hmm. She reads Blubber Monthly and How to Block Up the Electrical Sockets. In a magazine on how to put teddy bears over the electrical sockets so tongues don't wind up in there.
Oh, jeez.
See this to Mrs.
To Mrs. Mo Haircut Monthly.
Roll Do Monthly.
To Mrs. Palin. See, if you don't answer the question, people are going to answer it for you.
Yeah, make fun of you.
Yeah.
Katie Couric
could be the easiest question ever. What newspapers do you read?
What if she said Black Inches? It just slipped out.
Honcho.
What is it? Did you say Black Inches?
Black Inches, yeah.
Katie Couric's having a field day with this Sarah Palin.
Oh, yeah.
Is it all one interview, or does this dope just keep going back to Katie Couric for another beating?
Retarded boomerang just keeps coming back, sitting down, and getting smashed again.
Is that what's happening, or is it
I don't
just
know.
all from the one interview and they have so much they're just giving you a little piece here and a little piece there? Well, this is how it went down.
I was curious, what newspapers and magazines did you regularly read before you were tapped for this to stay informed and to understand the world?
I've read most of them, again, with a great appreciation for the press, for the media.
Like what one specifically, I'm curious that you...
all of them, any of them that have been in front of me over all these years. I have a vast variety of sources where we get our news too. Alaska isn't a foreign country where it's kind of suggested. It seems like, wow, how could you keep in touch with what the rest of Washington, D.C. may be thinking and doing when you live up there in Alaska? Believe me, Alaska is like a microcosm of America.
This is a joke, right?
Is it only frozen?
This whole Sarah Palin thing's a joke, right? Like we said earlier, Americans should be pissed that this is our choices.
Yeah.
It's complete BS.
McCain he took advice on this woman, and it was bad advice. And she's a dumbbell. She's a dumbbell.
Answer. What newspapers did you read before you were... Make something up. You know, the Anchorage Herald. I think that's what I was reading.
I think Stumpbrain said it. Like, she can't answer the question because she doesn't read newspapers and magazines. Because let's say she goes, okay, obviously, if I should say Time, Newsweek, the New York Times. If she says, let's say the New York Times, then the follow up question is, well, what columnist or what, right? Yeah. They would get a little more specific, and then she'd be caught in a lie that she doesn't read the New York Times or what other examples she gives.
She sucks. She really sucks.
They all suck, though, Jimmy. That's my point.
But
today.
she can't even fake it. Well, she's trying to fake it.
Just make up a newspaper. Make up an Anchorage. What's your big newspaper in Nome or Juneau?
That's all we know about Alaska.
In Anchorage, that's it.
Anchorage, Juneau, Nome. Blubber, Eskimos.
Why do we contribute nothing?
The Bering Straits.
Sure.
Gazette.
Okay.
That's what I read. I read the Bering Straits Gazette.
Into the Wild.
The Midnight Sun.
What could be on there? The Midnight Sun, right? Because it's dark there.
Insomnia, because they don't know when to sleep.
Yeah, when it's light out all the time, it's a little hard to sleep.
She probably reads a great article in the paper, How to Hang Yourself in an Igloo. This is what all of them should be thinking about in that dumb state.
Just amazing, right? Ugh. That's today's Sarah Palin. Also, we got the audio of her doing the talent portion of her fine 1984 pageant.
Really?
You want just take a little listen to this?
What did she do? What was her talent?
I think she played... Danny, did she play the flute or something?
No way.
She's playing the flute.
Toodly doo.
Toodly doing.
She's toodly doing? That's her
really?
Talent? Good for her.
Is an accomplished flautist who has been performing for 10 years. She will be playing The Homecoming as written by Haygood Hardy and arranged by Sarah's favorite artist, James Galloway. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 8, Sarah Heath.
Totally dumb.
I'm going to play with her. I'm going to jam with
play with
Sarah Palin.
The possible vice president?
Yeah, she should have stuck to blowing into an instrument. Apparently,
Look at her lead paint chip dispenser she's eating out of.
Look at her eyes when she blows into the flute. They get all big and weird.
She gets fisheye.
They almost get cross-eyed.
That's what Mr. Palin gets to see. Apparently, one time he didn't. Oops.
Are we done with this?
Sounds like the chicken music.
Yeah, das chicken's good. Yeah. Oh, das chicken. It's good. Yeah.
It sucks.
You're really Homer.
It sucks.
Hear the chicken objecting loudly.
Oh wait.
This is going great. All right, enough.
Oh, God, that's her talent.
Enough.
What's on for?
I guess that long.
All right, there you go. Right to the end. Wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah, here's the chicken. Here's the famous chicken audio.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's good, yeah.
There's horrific things going on in this video, yes. Play along at home. Guess what's happening to the chicken?
Du. Irre. Ich bin ganz wild auf diese Henne.
It's not a happy chicken.
No.
Ja.
Ja.
Ah, nun wird's gut. Ja, gleich.
Like.
Ja.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, when a German and a chicken get together with a camera. Oof.
Germans are undefeated in that area.
Yeah.
Chickens never won.
I'm
it just goes to show you what Jimmy says about just conquered nations, you know, that have been conquered in World War.
Japan and Germany have the creepiest porn.
The creepiest, most degenerate form of pornography ever.
Self-flagellation. I'm telling you, it's self-flagellation.
Yeah, absolutely. They just have to humiliate themselves because they were so humiliated in front of the world.
Chickens cry.
They certainly do. That
chickens
chicken was
cry.
This is what it sounds like
when chickens cry.
Yeah, that's good, das chicken.
Maybe I'm just like the rooster.
Wait, I might have something here. Oh, this is how.
Yeah, he come to the rooster.
You know exactly when things start to happen. Like the chicken's objecting. He's probably like, put me down. This is not comfortable. I want to run around in the yard for a bit.
Yeah. Where you putting that, son?
All right, we're going to take a break. It sucks with not having our phones. We don't feel connected to our listeners today.
Good.
It's fun.
I'll take a day off from those idiots any day.
Look what they did to us yesterday. We attacked these people in Utah who did nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
They did nothing but a free commercial for satellite radio, and we brutalized them.
I'm proud of what we did yesterday.
Are you?
I am proud.
Why? They seem like nice enough people.
Oh, nice folks.
Whatever.
Having fun with their thumbs up. Silly.
We'll make them tougher people.
We'll toughen them up.
We'll toughen them up, sure. All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna do Jocktober.
You can't wait.
We do that after the break. Opie and Anthony. Do. Can't give the phone number out yet. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes.
Hey, you got the Red Sox beating the Angels last night. A little acknowledgement, people. 4-1.
Baseball still being played?
Phillies over the Brewers 3-1. And then you got the Joe Torre Dodgers. I know we're being heard in Boston, but how great would it be if the Dodgers win it all? How great would it be? And I hate the Dodgers, but I'm a fan of Joe Torre.
Joe Torre would be, very happy.
They beat the Cubs last night. And speaking of baseball, Shea Stadium, 3 days after the final game, you can't even recognize the place.
Wow,
really?
They are not waiting.
Now, meanwhile, Yankee Stadium, they've reopened it for people to come in and pay their last respects and tribute and to go. Yeah. So if you're a fan, you could go down to Yankee Stadium during certain times and walk around in the outfield.
You could get a tour of the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
see all the monuments and you know just be there in Yankee Stadium, the sacred ballpark, and Shea, rip it apart.
I don't think the rest of America understands what's going on here. You got the two stadiums, their final year, and like Ant just described, very different how they're handling it.
Yeah.
You know, like the What are they, archaeologists, where they take out their toothbrushes and they're carefully getting the fossil out of the ground?
A little paintbrush.
Right.
Whoosha, whoosha, whoosha.
Right.
Whoosha, whoosha.
Right.
No, they're just taking a spade shovel and just digging away.
Right.
They just buried Shea Stadium the way they would like old civilizations. They just put like pavement over it.
Lava.
Yeah,
just put
hole.
lava on it. Leave it like Pompeii.
It's a sinkhole now.
They couldn't wait to get at that crap hole that is Shea Stadium.
So when are they going to start knocking Yankee Stadium down?
I don't know. Next year or something.
It's going to take almost 2 years.
Yeah, they're not They want to really take their time and make sure they do the right thing. And
so that way they could sell every bit of it.
They're absolutely going to make millions off the old stadium. Yes, Travis?
Yeah, it's going to take like 3 years to get Yankee Stadium down because they're systematically removing piece by piece.
And all that's left at Shea is the pitcher's mound. That's it.
You see, in the Daily News, there's a picture of Shea Stadium. They're literally taking a chainsaw to things and just hacking into them.
Not very sacred when you're just sawing things apart.
Yeah, and at Yankee Stadium, they're just going to be unscrewing everything very carefully.
Numbering and saving the screw.
Right.
This was screw number 6 million. Who wants to buy it?
The sports fans win in the end because every sports bar in the New York area is going to have a piece of Yankee Stadium in it.
Yeah, every person will.
Yeah, they're just going to have it. It's going to just be everywhere, spread out.
Bricks, it's a brick from Yankee Stadium. You can display in your home.
Yeah. All right, so that's going on. And then we like to do this because, we all know that time sucks and your life is just flying by.
Tick tock.
Today's example that life is moving way too fast. Mm-hmm. Guess how old little Tiffany is? We all remember Tiffany. I'm sure
she remade the locomotion.
Not many of us were fans of Tiffany, but if you knew anything about pop culture, you had this broad singing in the malls. Tiffany, remember?
Big rivalry between her and Debbie Gibson for a while.
That's right.
A lot of speculation as to who would go on to actually have a career that would last longer.
Yeah.
Debbie Gibson or Tiffany.
Yeah, and now
might see a similar thing between Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera popped up.
Right.
These come up every few years, but Tiffany was the red-haired one.
And don't go for the goof. How old do you really think Tiffany is today?
What was her song? I don't remember who she is.
I think she remade.
I think we're alone.
Yeah, I think we're alone now. Yeah.
You don't know who Tiffany is?
I'm sure I do, but I heard.
She was the mall broad, Jimmy. It was a great marketing strategy. She just started playing in the malls.
Yeah.
And she was packing out malls all over the place. Oh, it's a horrible song.
I think it's.
But this was the rage for about 6 months.
Yeah.
What years?
How old do you think Tiffany is, Anthony?
Let's see.
Don't go for the goof. You're
I'm trying to figure this out.
You're a professor. Come on.
Okay, hold on. Let me think. Yeah. Ready? Hold on.
I know this.
Oh, you're doing math. Yeah. I can see you're doing math.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little math, but I have no idea what the actual dates are. I'm going to say 80? 37.
I'm going to say 41.
Why do you cheat?
What? Because I can.
Did you cheat?
Yeah, the age was in the other closet. I was cheating.
Tiffany's 37. Yeah.
Wow, I got it right.
Yeah, she was just a little thing.
Thank you, multiple Migs. Thank you, Captain Baldy.
Yeah, multiple Migs.
I know.
He threw the answer at you.
Yes.
Landed in your hair.
It landed in my hair.
F all your friends on Pal Talk. We're trying to entertain the people here, you dopes. But she was just a tiny little teenager. Now she's 37 years old. And the Loot Man is 57 today.
Oh, 57 Sting?
Sting is known as the Loot Man. Yeah, he did that thing with the police, but we all know him for playing the lute. Decided to bring back an instrument that we buried, 300-400 years ago. Ugh. Can we get our lute audio today? One of our favorite things to do is Sting and his dumb lute. And Don McLean, American Pie. Is he dead?
I thought he was dead.
He's still relatively young, considering that song's been around for 40-some-odd years, it seems. 63. All right, it's Jocktober, Ant.
Jocktober, that's what we do. We don't have Rocktober.
Mm-mm.
And we already gave a tribute to E-Rock.
Yeah. You want to explain what Jocktober's all about?
Jocktober. We're going to be featuring other radio shows.
Mm-hmm.
that's a little odd for a radio show to just feature the talents of other radio shows because people in radio, they don't really like acknowledging other shows because they don't want people to start listening to them. You don't want your own ratings to go down. But we're so confident during Jocktober.
We're so confident with the crap we throw at you every morning.
That this crap, this garbage, that during Jocktober, we have no problem with showcasing a different show every day.
Well, for the next few days until we get bored and then move on to something
lazy
else.
Or whatever we do and just stop doing it. Yeah. And then people go, what happened to Jocktober? What? Oh, yeah, remember that? Let's do it.
And when we say remember that, we forgot that we did it the day before.
Of course we did.
We're just the worst.
God, we should be somebody else's Jocktober feature.
Yeah. And then you got...
Stink.
And then Jocktober turns into Cocktober later on in the afternoon because then our listeners decide to email pictures
pictures.
You know what? Yeah.
Of big roosters all over the place.
That's right. So today, this is Sam's bit. Sam, you brought us a show called The People's Morning Show.
Yes.
The People's Morning Show.
Oh, wait, we got an official sweeper for Jocktober.
Oh. Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show. It's a celebration of hacky, pukey radio shows and DJs from across this great nation of ours.
I'm wearing panties to this party.
I've never seen a better antonym of hysterical.
Crank up the crapola. It's Jocktober on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Was the yang for the yin of hysterical. It was the polar opposite.
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, I like Steve, you and the doing the hacky morning zoo voice too.
It sounds like
Bring
Steve
it all together, right?
Taking like 1 minute of audio and just pulling 2 clips out of it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, well,
the whole segment.
That's the brilliance of his production.
To be fair, that was Derek's lazy work.
Oh, wow.
Derek's throwing his hands up in the air somewhere now.
Exactly, with his dumb glasses.
We have people working for the show like everywhere. Where are half these people?
I don't know.
We got people in Washington.
Where are these people?
Now we got people at Sirius, and we got people a block away. Like, they're just in rooms somewhere, like, making believe they're doing something because they don't have a boss. So we got the People's Morning Show today.
Yeah, well, the People's Morning Show advertised themselves as intellectual and irreverent.
No!
So I was sitting there and I'm like, so I'm going to get to laugh and also it's going to give me something to think about.
Little thinking, little laughing. That's a dream of a program director.
Oh, yeah.
So I was sitting there, this is going to be a good Jocktober for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, I brought some clips of what I thought was the most irreverent and intellectual things that they did this morning.
All topics for all people, intellectual and irreverent. Look at the day's news from the viewpoint of the people.
That's why it's the people's.
Oh. That's just like a Thomas Jefferson quote. Really? And it's hosted by Nipsey, Earl, Jen Shade. Jen Shade, the Hole?
Yes, Nipsey, Earl, and Jen Shade. Jen Shade would be today's Hole.
Does she disappoint as being the Hole, or is she like following the...
we set the bar so high with yesterday's Hole.
Oh, no. We really did kind of blow it by putting her on first.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's still a Hole.
And they got, what? Talk the talk? What is this? They're coming up with their own lingo or something?
Yeah, they like the vocabulary words, so they have 3 pages of single-spaced words with explanations as to what everything is.
And this is... Oh my God. These they use all the time, I guess.
Dude,
I guess so.
There's something else going on too. They're starting at these morning shows. It's kind of like the Sunny D commercial. It's like right out of Central Casting. They got the black guy.
Yeah.
They got the rock chick.
Yes.
And the all-purpose white dude with the sports cap on. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what this show is.
Wow, really?
Danny, can you see a picture?
I didn't see a picture of them. I need to know what they look like.
Yeah.
Just Google The People's Show.
Where are they located, Sam?
Central Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg,
PA. Oh. Nipsey introduces Jen's news, then makes a reference to being intimate with a black woman for some reason. Who's Nipsey, the black dude?
No, Nipsey is the white guy. He's kind of the...
What? How could the white guy be...
Nipsey? Everyone knows
insane.
Nipsey is...
It's very irreverent.
That's irreverent right there.
Yes.
Earl's the black guy?
Yes, believe it or not, Earl is the black guy.
And Jen Shade is the white girl.
See, there's the picture.
Look at Jen. She's a rock chick.
Ah, yeah.
She doesn't take nothing from anyone.
Wait, that's her in the middle?
Yeah, she doesn't take guff.
She's horrendous.
Yeah. Oh, look at her look, though. You know, you don't mess with her.
A little 80s.
Something else she doesn't take, the morning after pill. No one bangs her. What a monster.
All right, without hearing a peep out of them, we're off. We're off and running.
Oh, she's horrendous. She looks like the bassist in every 80s like old hair band.
She looks like Stephen Carr.
Yeah, I think I think the Toadies had a monster like that in their band.
Toadies.
Remember the Toadies? Around the leg.
And just so no one's confused, these people, it said 0 about Opie and Anthony. We're just sort of,
I don't give a
we're just
crap.
looking at them today.
Well, it's Jocktober, so we've given ourselves a reason to do this without needing them to really. See, we could beat up on other shows now without them having to even mention us.
Yeah.
Right.
Jocktober.
Hey, why is Michael Anthony from Van Halen doing a radio show? Two guys. That's what she looks like.
It's really good.
Oh.
All right, well, here we go. Nipsey introduces Jen's news, and he's the white guy, and he's talking about how he was intimate with a black woman.
Well, it's like a joke about being intimate, which I
Wow, did Earl comment on that? Because he's a black guy?
No, Earl knows this place.
Oh, wow.
Of course he does.
Like this. Where's this from? Where's this town?
Here we go.
Where are they out of?
Harrisburg.
The People's Morning Show. Jocktober.
And to my right, the lovely bandana wearing Jeff Hawes.
News from the X-Files with Jen Shade.
You okay there, sir?
Bandana. I like the way that looks. Nice look about you today.
I was in a hurry.
Sweet as always, Miss Shade. You look wonderful.
And the darker hair, Jen, I don't know. It's making me feel a little crispy over here.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby.
I don't know what the hell that's got to do with anything, but...
Juice.
Where do you come from? What planet?
All right, what?
All I know is there was a lot of energy there for some reason.
Well, you got to have energy if you're doing a morning show.
But it's like wasted energy.
Yeah.
It's like sitting in your driveway in neutral and just gassing it. Wow! Like, you know, unless it's in drive and you're pointing your car somewhere, you have a direction.
It's a little trick they do with morning radio. This is what you do. Go to a park today and just run around in circles like crazy, but don't really do anything. You're going to have people stop and look at you.
Sure.
And they're going to go, wow, something has to be happening here because look at this energy that's going on in front
Everyone's
of me.
looking.
Right.
There's a bunch of energy.
It's true, because the jokes aren't funny, nor do they make any sense.
How about, I don't even know what they were doing there.
Just shouting.
There was a joke in there?
Well, the darker the berry, the sweeter the
And a lot
juice,
of laughing that's very genuine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
darker
tell
the
that.
berry, the sweeter the juice.
Which
so that
is
was,
normally...
Yeah, if
but
you
I
want to
guess
talk
there's-
about banging a black broad, you would say something like that, right?
Yeah, but she said she dyed her hair a darker color. I listened to the clip like 6 times.
Yeah,
so
you
I
have
guess
to.
she
It is
said-
addicting.
Yeah, she darkened her hair.
Well, the first joke is coming in because now people are finding the pictures of this People's Morning Show, and if you do the instant feedback from your cell phone, a little advice: you got to put your name so you get a little credit. We like giving credit on this show, unlike other radio shows. Jen belongs behind a shade.
Oh, that's not very nice.
All right, let's continue with the People's Morning
She looks
Show.
like a fat Corey Feldman. She's horrid. Yuck.
Let's see. It looks like Jen Shade combed her hair with a effing brick. Oh, they didn't waste any time on instant feedback. All right, here we go. Jen talks about the economy.
Okay, this is one of the...
All radio shows talking about the big topics. The Sarah Palin and the economy are two hot button topics.
What they do is Jen will bring up the hot news story, and then Earl and Nipsey will kind of just riff, you know?
Riff on the story.
Yeah.
So this part would be the more irreverent part?
And no,
Or
well,
what would this be?
I think it's both. It's supposed to be irreverent and intellectual because it's like,
all right. So this would be intellectual when she says it, and
maybe
then
some
they
kind of
go
satire,
irreverent.
Some kind of satire joke so you could think. And
all right. Well, I love how you label this, Sam. This is my favorite part of the bit. Jen talks about the economy. Nipsey and Earl try to make it funny and or interesting. They fail.
Wow. By the
Fail. Gets the fail tag.
way, Danny found it. She's with darker hair. She's Ozzy on the Shot in the Dark on his Ultimate Sin tour.
You're right.
Wow.
Ooh, does that look just like her?
All right.
That's great. Should be throwing a dove in the air, this fat, ugly blood.
And once again, we're not going to be invited to the R&R convention.
Yeah, I know.
What are we doing? We want to be accepted.
Sure we do.
Here we go.
$100K to $250,000. Most recent version's expected to go back to the House for another showdown this week.
Good, all right. The FDIC thing sure will help me a lot. I'm happy about that. Thank you very much.
I'm still lost.
Modified bill? Okay, here you go.
I went to the bank to cash a check yesterday, and they gave me money, so I was pretty much happy for the day. I don't know what today's going to bring, though.
They didn't just look at you and go, sorry, I don't have any.
No, they actually smiled.
They should have a writer. The riffing is not good.
No, the riffing wasn't really riffing.
I went and got a cash check today, so that was good.
Wow.
Yeah, those were the jokes.
They weren't.
Those were their jokes.
So I guess apparently they were saying that they don't make enough money where the FDIC change would make a difference.
It's not a good idea to do FDIC jokes.
No.
Call me crazy.
DIC jokes are fine.
Well, yeah, of course. I got it, Anthony.
Maybe not.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, it still sounds like that, even without the other letter.
Yeah. All right, should we continue? Or this is a rough one, Sam.
Well, they're tough to listen to, I know.
All right, let's go with 3. Jen talks about the debate. Another hot button topic.
Very, very
We did a little
hot
debate
topic.
thing earlier, right? Who's that?
Who's that? The guy we're teasing.
Are you kidding?
I guess that's
No. Is that Earl?
Are you kidding?
That's off the MySpace, it looks like.
All right, look.
Mighty Earl is strapping.
What is he
look,
doing?
I have no problem with this show. Why don't we just stop now and play some Skinner and go home early?
He's got an 8-pack.
He's ripped.
Big long hands, too. Earl's a catch.
That's compensating for something.
Yeah, that's too much working out. All right. Jen talks about the debate. Nipsey tells another uninteresting story about the Chinese buffet.
It's where they get intellectual.
All right.
And they're expecting 65% of registered voters to watch this debate.
Okay.
It's going to be very, very, very big. Could be bigger than the presidential debate.
I think it's going to be.
Somebody asked me in the Chinese buffet if I was registered to vote yesterday.
You're registering at the buffet?
Apparently so. She asked me if I was registered. I guess while she was getting her buffet. She asked me, I said, well, yes, I am.
Did she know who you were?
No.
No.
Wow, so it's getting to be like that? That's actually interesting.
Yeah, right off the street. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting that people take a personal interest, because it's kind of it's not a personal thing, but still, it's odd for conversation for people that don't know each other.
I said, miss, I am, yeah. Could you hand me those tongs, please? I'm going to get me a couple those Chinese donuts.
Yes, I am. Now move out of where you're blocking them little corns.
I didn't.
Pitted, so pitted.
Down goes Frazier!
I didn't get it.
All those corn. The little corn.
Right. Okay. Oh,
he did a Chinese buffet little corn joke?
Oh.
Yeah, because they have those little tiny corn on the cobs.
So, but then what?
And she asked for who he's voting for, and he wanted corn on the cob.
It's a person. There's a person stranded. There's a person stranded.
There's a show. It's stranded.
I can't even make fun of it.
Yeah,
this is a rough one today, Sam.
I told you. I mean, this is what's out there.
The guy talking, the first guy, he's a weird, old-time woman voice.
Yeah.
That's how Vivian Vance probably sounded in the dressing room.
Well, Earl was on the debate team. He has a
You
hilarious...
went back to 1955.
Old lady, yes. How did you know what year that was?
And I Love Lucy?
I Love Lucy.
Yeah, 52, 53.
Got to guess the early 50s for that one, right?
Yeah.
I just love saying Vivian Vance has 2 V's in it.
Earl was on the debate team. He has a hilarious rebuttal here.
Hilarious.
Very funny.
My junior year in high school, it was required that we actually had to do something as far as our civics class was concerned. So I like to talk, so I figured that would be the best thing to be on there. We never really won, and basically all my arguments ended with your mama. However, we get the gab that I so well sport today. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
My rebuttal is, yo mama. I like that.
Oh, no,
What the hell was that?
That could have been the fakest laugh.
A lot of black guys
ever.
do that, man. That over the top.
The white guy was laughing.
That was a white guy laughing?
Yeah, I think so.
I apologize to the black guy then.
Yeah, it's the black guy's story. The black guy used to say, yo, mama.
Yo, mama.
Right. But didn't he start the laughing thing?
I think the white guy was responding.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I would love to hear that again because she put some energy in. Like I like when he was saying, and she went, like she just jumps in. Like, she has to let the audience know that she's
job
riveted.
of the whole.
My junior year in high school, it was required that we actually had to do something as far as our civics class was concerned. So I like to talk, so I figured that would be the best thing to be on there. We never really won, and basically all my arguments ended with "Yo, mama."
However, let's all do it.
It was just a noise that came out of his mouth. There was no joy attached to that sound.
None.
I get to get the gab that I so well sport today. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
My rebuttal is, yo, mama. I like that.
Why do you like that?
How could you?
He just said it.
Well, just imagine like being in a debate and you make like a good point, and then somebody goes, "Yo, mama."
Wow, that's hard to do. Should we have E-Rock do it?
Yeah.
Pat from Menaki is suggesting that more sincerity and a laugh would be har, har, hardy, har, har.
Thanks, Pat.
AIDS Effer is very mad at us today. He writes, "Stop saying she. It's a man."
Yeah, that is gruesome.
Can you do that again? Ha 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 ha. There it is. Okay. Earl makes.
That was Fred Flintstone when he was a superhero.
How do you know that?
I watched the Flintstones when I was growing up.
We all did, but we didn't pay that close attention.
No, not that close. Close attention.
All morning now.
What?
All morning. Earl makes a really good, specific, and relatable movie reference.
Yeah, you know how we do movie references on this show, so they do too.
You're making fun of their movie. Have you ever heard this show and the movie references we come up with?
Well, check out this one.
All right.
All kinds of weapons that nobody wants to see go into somebody else's hands. So the U.S. and Russian ships both came to help them deal with the some 60 pirate attacks that have followed along the east-west shipping route.
Jeez, that's a lot. It was like something out of a movie where they didn't. There was a movie about that one time where somebody stole something, and they didn't know exactly what they had, and it turned out to be something a bigger deal than what it was.
Yes, Roots.
Oh boy, they picked on their own shit.
What's the movie reference?
I don't know. Somebody stole something.
What was the movie reference?
He doesn't remember what movie it is.
Oh, my God.
It was just a movie where somebody stole something and it was something else.
And it was something else.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Like somebody stole a copy of this radio show and went to light it on fire on someone's porch. I realized, that's not what I thought it was.
Dave from Philly, she looks like a young Ronnie B.
All right. Could see that, too.
Of course, Ronnie B from the Ron and Fez show. A young Ronnie
Hey,
B.
Nips. Hey, Nips.
We're just about done. This is a rough one, Sam.
Yeah.
It's still helping our Jocktober, but
this is what's out there. This is what this show is what this country is made of in terms of...
This is like eating a bland food where you're just like,
yeah.
All right, I'll have a little more.
It's like
exactly.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, it could go either way.
It's like, it's just terrible. It's like the music in the back is really distracting. Constant. Yeah. Constantly.
Well, the show continues to prove how intellectual they are by going nowhere with the conversation Jen brings up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The last clip, thank God, of the PMS morning show.
He said men seem to get turned on easier in the winter because they see less skin. Do you find yourself noticing more in the winter?
Absolutely. I think so, yeah.
I don't know, it's all one big blur to me.
I know exactly what you mean, though. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, Jennifer. I like that. Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
I don't know that one. I'll think about that one. I don't know.
You just turned on in general, Earl, David Reed?
Oh, no, they have nothing.
You don't have a particular time of year that you find women more interesting?
Oh, it's who season all year.
Who? Let me check hold on. Hold on, let me check my sheet. It's who season all year. Let me see.
Who season?
H-O-O, who. Here's the definition. any reference to a woman or her female parts as a, and then they spell it WHOLE, because as a whole, you know, boy, and then they use it in a sentence. Boy, there was a lot of who at the hardware bar this weekend. A lot of who.
So you need a glossary to listen to the show?
Yes, it's 3 pages of words that they use.
I can think of where there was a lot of boo.
Yes, that should be top of the list. The boo. Whoa! Wow.
A lot of who.
Lancaster loser. Carl. Let's ask Carl.
This is terrible.
House of Who. EDR's pet name for the hardware.
Hold on. CMN, Children's Miracle Network, one of several charities that PMS works with. Annual marathon pay-for-play broadcast is a high point of the year. Last year raised over $43,000.
Wow.
So they're charitable, too. That's good.
Yeah. Way in the back, by the way, there's some little personal things about the show. Shade Mountain, where Jen lives with the dogs and her family. She won't let Nipsey visit.
Oh,
I bet you that's a running gag on the
jeepers.
show. Like, Nipsey's, when am I going to come up to Shade Mountain since you live with dogs and the family? I'm sure another woman doesn't live there with you. When can I come and visit? Really? Or the dogs, you got bull mastiffs and probably boxes of oven mitts.
Peanut butter.
Shade. Yeesh. She probably has an old school hairstyle down below, hence the shade.
But look at this. Patrick Swayze. Earl and Nipsey often disagree on who's a bigger fan of this 80s acting icon. I'll go with the white guy.
Yeah, that's what I'll go for.
Yeah. All right, I think we're done with the PMS show.
Yeah, they're our latest addition to Jocktober.
Yeah, what are you working on for tomorrow there, Sam?
Oh, I don't know, but if anybody has any suggestions, please email them to sam@opieandanthony.com.
Okay.
And that way we could feature some of your favorite shows.
Yeah, a douchey show in your area. Email Sam. He'll check it out, and we'll play them for Jocktober.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, out of breath. A tape of Jen running behind in a parade 6 years ago. Still played by Nipsey to this day. Nips won't let it go.
Oh, he won't.
You know.
Quite the character.
Yeah, well, you let Nipsey get something, forget it. Of course, she's running behind in a parade, swinging her trunk, walking through the Midtown Tunnel. Thanks.
Just awful.
Oh, wow. Black or white? Game played on the show. Identify the famous person's race. It's always a fun mystery game to play with a famous person. Meaning everybody immedially knows
who it is.
What they look like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
Quick, Colin Powell.
How would that ever work?
I don't know. I'd
like to hear some of that. No, I wouldn't.
No, we're done with this one.
Yeah,
forever.
Believe me. I don't want to hear anything from them ever again.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Hey, do we have Otto coming in today?
Yeah.
I do believe Otto from Otto and George.
List? Oh, maybe he is.
I'm sure he's on the list there.
I didn't see it.
And hopefully we're going to have some loot audio. Hopefully. Thank you, Sam.
We missed something here, good guys.
Oh, go ahead, Jimmy, please. We're still trying to make this bit work. Help us out.
Flat screens. There's a rumor that Earl David Reed IMs people from his hot tub and has an overabundance of flat screen TVs.
What does that mean? Come on now.
Hey,
he probably has a bunch of...
And you could have done the laugh to make it good.
He has a bunch of... Somebody said they saw a bunch of TVs at his house, and they didn't understand it had nothing to do with television. Just a bunch of his non-passable gentleman friends, while she lives in a mountain, with her roommate. So, when your aunt would come over. This is her friend.
Right.
Her friend, we get it.
Exactly. Her friend has a curly hair on the bridge of her nose.
Yeah. Dad,
to kiss her hello and smell flounder.
Right. Of course. But they're trying to keep the secret. You're now like 20 years old. Dad, stop.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. Aunt Blank is a blank. All right. Well, why don't we do some primetime gossip as we go to break?
Good idea.
Sam's in studio. We might as well play the latest primetime gossip, and we'll continue with the show, but stay there.
We're back, and Primetime Gossip is running on all cylinders. We've been following the big O&A story that someone will be leaving the show soon, as announced recently by Opie.
Someone very, very, very important to this radio show is leaving. It's not myself, it's not Anthony, it's not Jimmy.
Well, we've got some new information that may shine some light on who the mystery show member is. Need a hint? He's big, he's stupid, and he's absolutely useless. If you need more, Anthony made it very clear on the show who this mystery bore actually was.
I wasn't yapping about a security matter. Stupid Kenny came in here and said, "Do you know Barack Obama's staying at the Parker?" Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, well, how about that?" And then I get yelled at.
That's right. After years of doing his best to be Opie's lackey, Club Soda Kenny screwed up Anthony's breakfast eating experience. Opie has been sick of the gigantic bumbling fool for months, and now that he's officially on Anthony's blacklist, the humorless behemoth will surely be gone from the show within days. We here at PTG are sure that no one, staff and listeners alike, will even notice he's gone. Good riddance, Kenny. Find someone else to suck up to. Stay tuned as PTG keeps you informed of the world around you.
I've been everywhere. I was in Peoria, Pryor's birthplace. That was nice. They don't have like a statue or a plaque or anything.
Are you all right, Otto?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony show.
What's wrong?
That was heard on the air. You're just talking.
It was just funny.
Which is fine. I don't care.
Sting's awful loot music.
Yeah, we were setting up the Sting loot music, and you just were talking about, what was he talking about?
Pryor's hometown, and he worked in Peoria.
Oh, okay,
Peoria.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Giggling at me and not letting me know I'm an idiot on the air.
Funny. It was.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah.
What do you say? How have you been or something?
I'm like, what? I was asking Otto because he's here. Where are you working?
Get rid of the loot thing. It's not working.
I'm like, where? I'm like, where are you working? Because I think we'll be plugging where he's working.
Yeah, sure.
So he said he's doing a gig in Cleveland at the Improv, and he said he worked at Peoria.
Oh, okay.
I'm very funny. Very funny these days.
Yes.
When are you going to be in Cleveland?
Don't curse. Get the plug out quickly. October 24th, 25th at Cleveland, Ohio.
All right, very good.
Don Jameson, the great Don Jameson.
Okay, we got Otto in studio. We love when Otto stops by.
Yeah, it was great. I was to watch the sun come up on the turnpike and listening to you guys do that flute thing. It was just giggling.
Oh, the Sarah Palin thing.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the show. I've done so much bad local radio lately. It's just terrible.
That's why we do Jocktober.
Yeah.
We're making fun of all those shows.
God, I've done some shows that are just they make you do like 3-4 in the morning and just run from studio to studio.
Yeah.
Your name comes up a lot when you guys when I would do these shows.
Yeah.
You guys do Opie and Anthony a lot. Then their eyes just glaze over thinking about how pathetic small time they are. They just look broken and defeated. They glaze over and they go, "Yeah, I'm here."
That's half the guys I started with, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's an awful business.
There's no money in radio unless you're like your level, right?
We didn't get in it for the money. I mean, we're one of the fortunate ones. We make a good living.
You did.
Well, where you were starting,
money and young chicks.
It's like jazz musicians. Like 99% of those guys don't really make any money at all, except for the occasional Miles Davis or
You don't go into radio assuming you're gonna make a lot of money, and you do go into radio assuming you can bang a lot of young broads.
Well, I told you,
right?
I assumed that everybody in radio was rich.
Right.
Oh.
So when I first went on Opie's show when he was on BAB, I thought he was rich.
Oh.
So he goes, hang out at my house. We'll talk about radio and stuff like that. And I think The Crow was on.
Yeah.
Was it?
The TV. Yeah.
I remember.
So I pull up and Opie just lives in this crap hole.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, well, this must be his summer home or something.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be. This is it. But it was it.
You were really hoping to drive up to a fine piece of
I thought it was going to be a gate that opens up. And
God, really?
Are you kidding?
I drive it. I swear to you, I thought you were like rich.
You thought he lived where you live now.
Yes.
Wow, how cool is that? No, I was doing
Wayne Manor.
and I was doing well for myself at the time. But
This was
like you
where,
said,
in
there was
Boston?
No, out there
this
on
was
Long Island.
Long Island.
I was
okay.
actually doing well for myself, but like you said, you don't get money until you start getting syndicated or get to New York.
Yeah. The good thing about comedy and show business is, like, during a depression or a recession, comedians do really well. You know, like the golden age of comedy was right after the depression in '29. You know, and now we're in the depression. You know, unfortunately, we have Ellen DeGeneres, Rob Schneider, and Andy Dick, and they had the Marx Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, Fields, and the Three Stooges. So we're pretty screwed on that level.
Yeah, maybe a nice depression's what we need.
Yeah, well,
for comedy.
Yeah, the golden age of comedy was, you know, comedians people, you know, would rather go see comedians than to have a meal in those days. They laugh to, you know, forget their hunger.
They want to escape, right?
Oh, yeah.
From reality.
Comedians do well during bad times.
I want to get you back to, so what's so bad about the local radio shows? What do they do?
It's just awful. They want to ask me questions about the puppet, and it's just uncomfortable.
Hey, does George fly with you, or does he come separately?
I know. It's like, why can't I just do one show that's hot or something? I don't know. It just stinks. You know, they don't know what I do. They don't know what to make of me. I'm tired. The puppet's sleeping in my lap. It's awful. It breaks up my sleep cycle, so I suck Friday night. Can't fall asleep the night before. Can't fall asleep after the radio show because you wound up hopped up on coffee. You know, it's just, I don't know.
You paint such a great picture of the whole...
The road, you know, by Saturday I'm cooking, you know.
So basically...
Thursday through Saturday gig.
I'm going to say, so basically, if you're going to go see Otto, Saturday might be your first pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you don't want to say that on a fine radio show.
I guess.
That people listen to.
It's just, it doesn't seem to help, you know. I mean, it doesn't draw people in. I draw people from, you know, being known, or if they don't know me, they just come into the club because they go to the club, you know.
How awful is it when you got to do morning and afternoon press? I actually won't do it anymore. It's like we got to get up, you know, do morning shows, and then they got some local crap for you in the afternoon. Your sleep is destroyed. That's the worst when you got to do both.
I told my agent, I said, my one requirement is that the guy in the radio show should see a tape of me or hear something to know what the hell I do, and then they can, like, you know, like build me up to the audience. You know, but he doesn't do that. He just sends
radio
me
people
out.
are very lazy.
Yeah, they won't listen.
They don't want to do anything. They just want to get their show over with and get home as quickly as possible. Maybe go in the jacuzzi, drink a few beers.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you miss, like, I had to change flights in Chicago to go to Peoria, and they changed gates. I was sitting at the gate, and they switched gates on me, and I didn't hear the announcement. So I'm stuck in O'Hare Airport for like 6 hours after that. I was really looking forward to just getting to the hotel, watching TV, getting room service, and sacking out early. I was so pissed.
If there's one thing that makes you feel like a kid that missed the bus for school, it brings back that same feeling.
Oh, yeah.
It's missing your plane.
Oh, I felt
like, for whatever reason, they switched the gate on you like that. Or
I was going to take a cab from, but it would have been like, you know, a big chunk of my salary.
Yeah,
you know, paying, and the guy, you know, they would have thought I was retarded.
Did you have to wait all night, or just like from like 4
no? But it was like, I already got to the airport. You know, it was a 2-hour layover, so I was already there 2 hours, and they switched the gate on me. They said they made an announcement, but I didn't have headphones on. I was reading. If I heard Peoria, I would have focused and tuned into the announcement. I don't believe they made an announcement at all. They just switched gates. They suck.
It's funny, you sound like Bogart now at the end of the Kane Mutiny. They said there was an announcement, but I know
but there wasn't. I know there wasn't.
I would have.
Oh God!
Someone, how many portions did you have?
Not a big fan of the road, huh, Otto?
Well, when a flight goes good, and the gigs, yeah. I mean, I don't mind the road. It's just, you know, that kind of stuff just sucks. There's nothing you can do at that point.
Doing the stupid radio shows.
Yeah.
Are you following the election?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's all a sham. Whoever gets elected is just going to do what they're told. I mean, after the Kennedys were whacked out, there's no more real chance of any kind of a change. You know,
but Obama is all about the change. You're not buying into the
no. Why should you believe that a guy who made it this far in politics is not completely full of crap and is going to just betray everything he says?
Of course he is.
Why would they keep their word?
I'm with you.
They have so many people around them too. Like, you know, when JFK stepped into that Oval Office and had his advisors come in there, it wasn't like they were telling him what to do. He's like, here's what I want to do. Now you guys figure out how it's done. And that's it. We will go to the moon before the end of the decade. What?
Yeah.
Go to the moon and those other things. He actually says that. And those other things before the end of the decade.
He was a great speaker. He was riveting.
Sure was. Yeah. How could you have a voice like that and like people actually paid attention?
They said
if he wasn't saying anything good, you just go, who is this idiot?
They said he got a piece of tail right before his debate with Nixon. That's why he was all relaxed. Yeah, he was.
And Nixon's
cool.
like backed up for a year,
sweating.
I need sex. I need sex.
Yeah,
had a waterfall on his, just falling from his.
That was just
from
some
his forehead.
That was some leaking out of his head.
Yeah, I actually
he needed a good release
coming out of his forehead.
Went to dab it with a hanky and it just kind of like little spittle trail.
He cursed a lot, all those tapes of him.
Oh, I love those.
Oh, it's great.
He was the most racist, anti-Semitic, and he's just talking to Henry, my Jew. Get me out of Nam, Henry.
He was a horrible person.
You're a Jew. You know how to talk to people.
I actually got tackled by the Secret Service when Nixon.
Jesus, really?
Well, that's great.
Yeah, when Nixon was at the Statue of Liberty, I don't know, I must have been like 11 or 12. I went there with my puppet, figuring I would get on TV the way they do at ball games when you hold up a sign.
What a go-getter.
At a ball game, like the big thumb, and you get on TV. I figured I held my puppet up in the crowd. I was miles away from Nixon, but a guy grabbed me and pulled the puppet out of my hand and just like did a quick look for a pistol because all he saw was a Daddy O'Day popping up over the crowd. Probably thought I had a rifle in there or something. It's great. But it's great. Those guys like
the
they
Lee
don't
Harvey
injure you.
Oswald puppet. He didn't say that. Looked exactly like him.
Yeah.
Technically a conspiracy because it was two, but one was a puppet.
Those guys don't hurt you. They just like secure you. Like they grab you, they secure you, they make sure you don't move. They check you out, and then they don't say anything. They just move on.
Jeez, that's great.
It was cool. They don't injure you at all.
Well, because you were 11.
Great gig.
Yeah, but,
Bet you if you were 30 with a puppet,
really?
You would have got roughed up a little bit.
Yeah. I was very eager in those days to just... I brought the puppet everywhere. I always figured I was going to, like... Even if I went to the movies, I would have my dummy. I go, I don't know, what if I run into Mel Brooks? I could do a quick audition on the street for him. I was very ambitious,
like Lucille Ball and I Love
exactly.
Lucy, trying to get
Sit
into
next
the
to him in the booth. Yeah,
I thought he'd be telling a story on the Tonight Show someday. Thank God I always brought the puppet, Johnny.
Yeah.
That's a great take on the election, though, you got there.
Oh.
What about this Sarah Palin? She's pretty dumb.
Oh, she's just dumb as a bag of hammers. She's just idiotic.
She really is adult.
Yeah,
I mean, she can't even fake it well.
Yeah,
being a politician.
Our point today is really simple.
I mean, he could very possibly die, and then she'd be president.
Right.
Did you hear that she's a 72-year-old?
A heartbeat away from the president. All right, we heard it 8,000 times.
Oh, God.
Enough with your cliches on the news.
And that's not going to happen. Look at Dick Cheney. That guy's health problems were way worse than McCain's.
Oh, yeah.
And he made 8 years.
Yeah.
We don't know where he is these days.
He might not have made 8 years. Yeah, who knows?
Be dead, but
Presidents used to always be really old dudes, though. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy and Clinton kind of ruined that and made it, like it could be like a young guy getting tail,
So looking like LBJ or Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Those guys.
The old bitter men. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just old guys that just want to, send tanks in somewhere.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
about the tanks. Our point is that Americans should be pissed that this is our choices this time around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. It's all crap.
What about Clint
Every
Eastwood?
single one
I'd
of
vote
them.
for him. I'm not even voting for any of these liars.
Yeah. These lifetime politicians.
Yeah.
That just, their whole goal from the time they were in school was to be president.
Oh,
that's
God.
got to be your goal. If you go into politics, you always want to attain the pinnacle.
Sure.
The presidency
Anybody
of the United
that rose
States.
that high in politics has got to be completely full of crap.
Yes.
Unless they're like Bloomberg, who I like, even though he annoys
But
me.
he's got, the only reason, he's got his own money.
So he can't be bought.
That's it. The guy can't be bought off, so he says whatever the hell he wants. He gives comments sometimes where you're like, holy Jesus, is he crazy?
Yeah, this guy's got like 50 grand in the bank. No one's telling him anything.
Perhaps more than that, Jim.
That's why the Kennedys were, they actually thought they had the power of the presidency, but there is no power. You do what you're told, or you get whacked out in a motorcade.
Yeah.
They weren't going to be told anything. We're the Kennedys. They had
the money too, right?
From the age of 1 year old, they would go, "You're a Kennedy. You can do it. Just bang as many women as you want and do whatever you want. You're a Kennedy." They were told that.
Yeah.
But when you're, you do what you're told.
Even as president.
When it comes to ending a war and stuff like that, Jesus.
Can I still bang women? Yeah, but I'm the president. It doesn't matter.
He was a
You're
bad
Kennedy.
lay, Kennedy. He had a really bad back from PT, all that stuff
the
he went through in
PT
the
109
war.
there, floating on a coconut.
That's why he didn't fall down in the limo when the first bullet ripped through his throat. He would have collapsed, but he was being held up by a back brace.
Yeah.
You notice in that footage?
Oh,
he's like
God.
this.
That's why his arms were so awkward.
He was like this. He's got like an ironing board glued to his back.
He made
couldn't fall over, and that's why his head got blasted.
He made
out.
that move like Private Pyle did when he tried to choke himself at first.
Yeah.
His arms went up and just looked real stupid.
Not with my hand, numbnuts.
Yeah, because it does look so awkward. You can see. That's why his jacket was. That's why Oswald did it all.
Right.
That's why his jacket was up higher.
He knew he was being killed. He had those second or two to think about it. With Martin Luther King, it was just a bullet in the spot in the face, and he never knew anything.
Why didn't they make that stupid back brace out of like Kevlar?
Yeah.
Well, back in those days.
They didn't have that.
No, I just think it was two pieces of metal tied around like a
Yeah,
sandwich.
it was two Etch-a-Sketches glued to his back.
Oh, go get the brains, Jackie. There she goes.
Oh, boy.
Scooping up
That
a few
headshot
tidbits.
Wow. Hey, I got to clear it up again. Every day we got to clear it up. Today it's Lon in Georgia. We're making fun of Biden. We're making fun of Biden. We have made fun of Biden.
Are we liberal idiots again?
But it's all liberal direct we're giving you.
But they don't hear. I mean, the fact is there's way more Sarah Palin audio for us to goof on.
Hey, Lon, we'll make fun of who we want to make fun of. If we want to make fun of this dumb bitch, we'll make fun of this dumb bitch.
Make fun of Biden. He's got the arteries in his head are like a lawn sprinkler.
I like that line, how to hang yourself in an igloo. That was funny.
Let's take a quick break. Otto, you're going to be playing Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland Improv.
What days again?
That's October 24th and 5th, I believe.
And you got ottoandgeorge.com?
Yeah, it's all on my website.
All right, that's good. So
November 22nd, North Lyndhurst Fire Department. Bunch of great guys out there. They're going to really love hearing this plug.
Nice. Very good. Okay.
And, of course, tomorrow night, Down and Dirty.
Down and Dirty starts tomorrow
Midnight.
night.
Oh, yeah.
After
Very
Bill
cool.
Maher's show.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. All right, we'll continue with Otto from Otto and George in just a bit. Moving right along, we got Otto from Otto and George in studio playing Cleveland in the very near future. Go to ottoandgeorge.com for all his comedy dates.
Yeah, that's right.
Otto killed for us on the Virus Show.
Yeah.
A lot of fun,
really
right?
Sad that we're not going to do any more of those. It's because of a few bad apples. It stinks.
They got to just change their attitude out there. They got to help us out because we don't want comedians scared to do our shows.
Pussies, come on.
I agree.
No, we go to a Ron and Fez event, and
When you get
everyone
booed,
gives the people
deal.
a chance.
Part of the business. Well, these comics, they're so used to being, worshipped in these comedy clubs. Take it on the chin once in a while. Go to Gleason's gym. Spar with a real tough guy. What's wrong with you?
I agree.
Wimps.
We got a very safe.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out something, but for now, we're done.
Comics are so soft now. Oh, I didn't get my omelet the right way. They left the yolk in. I asked for a white egg. Shut up, you pussy. Try being in vaudeville doing 15 shows a day and freezing and starving.
Vaudeville.
But in fairness to those of us that complain about the egg whites,
Jimmy's kind of good at that one.
Yeah.
when you instruct a big dummy to go and get you a breakfast and he brings back the wrong thing, it's difficult.
Yes.
But his brain's not fully
But look
developed
who you're
yet.
sending. You look, you don't get a bag full of sand when you order breakfast.
Here's your bag of sand. I wanted a sandwich, you idiot. Oh, I forgot the witch. You idiot.
He is an oaf.
Yeah. He's funny.
Speaking of Kenny, maybe this is too inside, but I had to send out a FedEx to my brother out east, way out east, and the package was supposed to get there yesterday, and it didn't. So I go, Kenny, all I want to know is if they lost the package. That's all. This is what Kenny writes. I just checked the tracking online, which indicates that the envelope was accepted in Melville today at 1:54. That is the only info that is listed. That means that it was received in Melville this afternoon, and I presume it will be delivered to blank tomorrow. It was sent express overnight and was supposed to be delivered to your brother today by noon. I tried, but there's nothing else that I could do tonight. I will follow up in the morning. I don't know what happened, but I will inquire tomorrow. I'm sorry that this happened and inconvenienced your brother. Call me if you want. And then I write, Kenny, no worries, thanks. I just want to make sure the thing is not, lost. And then he writes, I'm sorry, I hate when things go wrong, and I hate to disappoint or let anyone down.
And yet that's all he does.
I'm like, Kenny, you didn't let anyone down. You did your part of this. The FedEx people got lazy and decided not to do what they're supposed to do.
Don't let him off the hook. He bungled it, and somehow it
for old time's sake.
We got a very sad story here. Listen closely. We have a fire taking out 15 people.
What?
Yeah. Listen to this.
15 people are dead and 10 more hurt after an early morning fire raced through an adult video theater in the Japanese city of Osaka. One of the customers has been arrested on suspicion of arson and attempted murder. Police say he's admitted to setting the fire with newspapers. Most of the theater's 32 viewing cubicles were occupied when the fire broke out. Japanese fire officials are now conducting a nationwide inspection of other facilities with individual cubicles.
How bad do you need to get the poison out that you're going to burn in one of those booths?
Smoke and you're like, I'm almost done.
Yeah,
I'm almost done.
I bet you the oxygen fed the fires. It got sucked from Buddy Booth hole to Buddy Booth hole. Guy's open mouth on one end and a fire shooting into it.
Why didn't they use their hoses?
Well, the floors are probably flammable. Who knew that stuff went up so fast?
All the booths were occupied, and we lost 15 great men,
perverts,
great people watching girls in wedding dresses.
And where was it? Yeah, I'm sure it was this wonderful pornography that is so nice and civilized. Oh God, do they have the worst porno?
Awful.
Oh, really? but pixelate out any hair that they might have down in that area. Because
unsexiest porno.
Yeah, it's horrid. Horrid.
I never understood that fetish. It's terrible porn.
It is.
What's your favorite porn there, Otto?
I don't really view a lot of porn, to tell you the truth, considering, I do a dirty act. I was watching an old Vincent Price movie last night.
Which one?
House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, I love that one.
He's so sinister
scared
in
the
that.
crap out of me.
That one shot of that woman skating
just
by
kind
like
of
that.
floating by.
Yeah, with the scary nails.
She was scary. She was like making claw hands, and her face was all screwed up, and she wasn't walking. They must have put her on a dolly or something.
She was sliding on the floor. That was as scary as any moment in any recent horror film.
As a kid, that made me
freaked out, right?
crap myself. It was the worst, scariest thing ever.
He
that
was
one,
cool. There's nobody like Vincent Price.
The Last Man on Earth was another one where everyone got the plague, and except Vincent Price.
Yep.
And his wife died.
That was the original version of I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend.
Yeah.
His wife dies, and when people die of the plague, you're supposed to throw them on the fire.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to, so he buried her, and she comes back.
Yeah.
And you hear on the door, and it's going, "Let me in."
Yeah, it's spooky.
Let me in. And he's freaking out. It's his wife, so he opens the door, and she's all effed up, man.
Yeah.
She's got maggots on her and stuff, and she comes in and, kind of kills him.
What happens? Do they reconcile?
Vincent Price. Well, then he sings for some
get a shower?
pedophile in a Thriller. The end. Then he dies.
Yeah.
First, he was on the Brady Bunch in the cave for the tiki. And then, he did Thriller, and then he's dead.
He was very
Edward
bitter about
Scissorhands, too.
Thriller, right? He got no money for that.
I'm sure he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he got a day's pay. Like what the Comedy Cellar pays. He got like that. He didn't realize how huge it would be, or how. I don't even think he knew who Michael Jackson was, to tell you the truth.
Probably didn't.
It's probably just doing it for that.
Yeah.
For the goof or whatever. Right?
That was like the Scooter, too, though, with the Meatloaf song.
Oh.
He was very unhappy with that.
Was he?
He didn't know it was going to be used in that context.
Oh, what a dope
They just
he
gave him
is.
a bunch of lines and said, "Here, read these, we'll pay you."
Yeah.
And they put it in the song as, it's just supposed to be sex going on.
Can we play our version of that song?
What is that?
Kenny and Steve down the hall did a version. It's really... Actually, Steven from Bayshore reminded me of that one. Yeah, it's. We haven't played in a while. Maybe we could get it before the break.
And stupid DiMaggio didn't like the mention he got in Simon and Garfunkel's.
Oh, really?
He didn't understand it, that he was a metaphor. And they didn't actually, "Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio?"
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. What does they mean, where have I gone? I'm not dead.
It's the times of that area, you dummy.
Well,
Can't you look at things a little deeper?
Punch your wife without repercussions.
Yeah. Just sniff your fingers, smile, and be happy.
Yeah. Exactly. Look at her bad movies and knock her teeth out.
Let's say hi to Sharon in New York. A big fan of Otto. Yes, the phones are finally working.
Sharon.
As we get close to wrapping up here today.
Right.
What's up, Sharon? Hold on.
The phones are working great.
I had a fan club.
Sharon?
The guy died.
I just wanted to call and say hi to Otto.
Hi, Sharon.
Otto. How are you?
Sharon, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
You didn't expect me to call in, did you?
No. Where are you?
I'm on my way to work.
You where?
I'm on my way to work.
Oh, okay. How are you? How's Dan?
He's good. He's probably still sleeping right now because he does that best.
Oh, cool.
Did you just do that because your girl might be listening? Hey, how's Dan?
I know Dan and Sharon. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
They were at the Virus tour with us.
That's funny, though, because you do have to do that. It's like, who is that girl? And she's with Dan. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
How's Dan? How's everybody?
That's right. How's your vagina, which I've never seen?
Well, I just wanted to call in and say hi.
Dan was so cute when he met Jim Brewer. He was like a big kid.
Yeah.
Like he went all lollipops. I
really?
can't believe I'm meeting you.
I wish Brewer to spit in his face.
Yeah. Big sap.
Believe it.
Yeah. And you made a good point because I'm doing some physical therapy and I keep going home to my girl talking about this Sarah girl. Oh, Sarah's great. She's really helping me. Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And she finally goes, do you like Sarah or something? Enough about Sarah. I go, she's 7.5 months pregnant.
Oh,
of course I like her.
But you gotta explain, right?
Yeah, you got to do the old explanation thing.
Yeah.
Oof. Don't want to get in a jam.
All right, there's Sharon, big fan of Otto.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Sharon, you do know you added nothing to the show.
Yeah.
I'm completely aware of that, and I'm fine with it.
Well, but the other listeners are not.
Yeah, it is annoying when somebody likes you. It's like, put the callers through that hate you or have something bad to say.
Yeah.
Why do you have this guy on? He sucks.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, line one is...
I feel more comfortable with rage and, scorn.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like violent, hostile callers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
You don't?
Oh, God, no. That just kills the whole mood. I like it to be fun.
Hey, speaking of Vincent Price, reminded me of something Jimmy was saying just before the show today about the pool balls in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I hate when people talk about haunted places. My place is no, it's not.
Yeah,
you don't believe in the ghosts?
I don't know.
My brother swears the place he's living in now is haunted. He swears by it.
How's this creek? They shift. What are they talking about?
I was staying in Vegas when I was. We were doing the Stardust Hotel. And that's an old place. There's probably been a lot of mob hits there. And I was staying because Dice didn't use the suite. He bought a house in Vegas, so he gave me the suite. It was the top floor.
Hey, take the suite. I got a house.
I think the place...
Like anything he says, I just picture him saying it like that.
Right, yeah.
He was probably just like, yeah, take the suite.
Yeah.
No, why don't you just...
But it's always good.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's ghosts in there. It's spooky.
Great impression.
What's that? There's laughing in the room. I'm scared.
So it was the top floor was a huge 2-bedroom suite, but it felt old school.
Yeah.
And on top of on the top floor, there's a pool table. And I was alone in the suite. I was sick. And I thought Kenny and Happy had come back to the room.
Yeah.
Because I heard the pool balls clanking.
Thought someone might be shooting a little pool.
I knew it. I knew I heard it. I mean, it was the clank of pool balls.
Oh, my God.
And I went upstairs, and there was obviously no one up there. And I don't get creeped out that easily. But I was really freaked out.
Really?
Really freaked out.
And you still don't believe in ghosts?
I had many bad nights in that place as far as sleep is concerned. I think I stopped staying in the suite. I actually made them give me another room on the floor. It really creeped me out.
Now we know why Dice gave you the suite.
Believe me.
He saw all this stuff and said, F that, I'm going to buy a house in this town.
He's a panicky Pete with stuff like that. I guarantee you he felt bad vibes in that.
I remember he didn't buy a house.
See a ghost, because then that would be proof that there's something beyond death, you know?
Yeah, but that scares me.
Viable, it would scare you?
I can't have, I was saying before, I was like, if a ghost came up and actually said, look, calm down. I'm not going to do anything. I'm actually going to give you some answers. I'm just here. I'm from the afterlife. I wouldn't hear that because I'd be going, like running like a girl. My arms would be flailing.
Sure.
I'd run like Jane Gum when he was giving the cards to, what's her name?
Jodie Foster?
I got a card right here. And then the cards just fall out of his hand and he runs.
Right to Mrs. Lippman's place.
Stupid Mrs. Lippman.
Senator's fat daughter in the well in the basement. Moths all over.
They say the Comedy Store's haunted.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big story, yeah.
Actually, Eleanor took me on a tour when I was out there. We took a tour through the store. I've done many sets there. I've never gone through the tour.
Creepy vibe there, right?
Yeah, well, she showed me all the little back places where they say, and there was the basement area was very creepy.
Really?
And I didn't go down into the basement.
A comic I know, Joey Gaynor, said he used to like be the doorman, lock up and stuff. And he said he would always hear like women in the women's room, like after hours, and he would go in there and it'd be completely empty. He'd hear like conversations in the ladies' room, and then he would talk like in 1940s type, saying slang like that.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, like that.
I think he's a bum. Yeah. I don't know if it was Grady in the men's room talking about how your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation.
I corrected them.
A Def Jam comic?
Cook.
The Comedy Store, too, is just a dark, creepy place to begin with. Why don't you light up the joint? It's a comedy
very
place.
Miserable there, I know.
With, like, just little, like, lights on the table.
Very unhappy place.
Yeah, it's like a gloomy...
Yeah, it is. It's dark. Yeah.
I always bomb there, too. I got to do that. So I'm doing a set there, I think, Monday.
Really?
Well, I can't do the Improv because it's Black Night at the Improv, so I'm not going to face that aggression.
Oh.
So I think I'll do the store, and that's why I always bomb there. Always.
Really?
Oh.
Who they get to replace you? Michael Richards?
He's racist.
Where did he go? Literal Jim.
Why don't you do the Laugh Factory?
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
It was very creepy being there, though, man, to be honest, because murders were probably committed there because it was a mob place before.
Mm-hmm.
They said a lot of stuff happened to them.
It was Ciro's. It was a famous, very famous nightclub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we all ran out of steam at the same moment.
No, I was just pondering that, like, what could have gone on during that time where, why haunt the place? Why are chicks in the bathroom talking?
Yeah.
Would they die in there?
I don't believe any of that crap. It's just stories to me, I want to...
Stories?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't believe it, UFOs, probably out there. I haven't seen one. I'd love to.
Yeah, until I see stuff, I'm the biggest skeptic.
You have to be scientific. You can't just believe in everybody's hoopla.
All that ghost stuff, like the Amityville Horror House. That is like, the story came out the book first, which people read it and were like, oh my God, this really happened, and then they made the movie. And then the people that moved in after the other people moved out.
George Lutz and his wife.
Did you ever read the Amityville Horror? The green slime was dripping out of the wall. It tasted funny. It tasted funny. Running there with a Ritz cracker, this green slime coming out of there.
You would maybe smell it. You wouldn't taste it.
Yeah. Let me taste this stuff.
That was a scary book, though.
Yeah, very scary. And the flies all on the wall and everything, and in the windows and stuff. And then the next family moved in. It was like, man, nothing is happening in this house.
Yeah. That was creepy because Ronnie DeFeo, bad boy Ronnie, I mean, he murdered his family.
Yeah, he murdered his family, heroin addict guy,
We used to take road trips to the Amityville Horror house. And at night, it was just scary to see from
I've never seen it.
You'd freak yourself out,
Yeah, we'd be freaked out.
I love Halloween. I love all the movies on TV and stuff. I get it. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
Is it still there?
Yeah, they remodeled it, though, so it doesn't really look as much like it did. Like that whole, the barn side that had that weird window in it. That
looked like eyes, kind of.
Yeah, those two windows, those quarter windows.
Yeah. They did that because they don't want people...
They got rid of those.
Because to this day, people are still driving by, and they finally got
And that's the image everybody remembers of the house, that side of the house. And you couldn't really see it from the road. you had to kind of go on the side of the house to see the part of the house that was really recognizable. Okay. It was right on the water. Still is, but the people that live there go, no, there's been nothing that has happened in that house since then.
Jody the pig. Remember the girl said she saw Jody the pig up in the window at the red eyes?
Yeah. Hey, Danny, what video are we watching? This we should turn this on to the listeners.
This is creepy.
We'll link this on ONDayRadio.com, but it's a whole montage of possible ghosts.
It's just it's a compilation of like the best ghost videos that are out there.
Yeah. Okay. Why is the door just flying?
The door
open
just
like
flew
that?
up, and
some of them are like whatever, but some of them are extremely creepy.
You know what? It was right at the beginning of those stupid things where they tell you to look at something, and then a real scary face would come up with a noise. You get those emailed to you, and one was look at this picture. And see if you can, you see like a ghostly image appear in the chair. You have to stare closely, and you hear it talking. So turn your speakers up. And this is before, believe me, I don't fall for those anymore. But I'm looking, and I'm staring at the screen. Dude, it felt like an electric shock went through my body when that face came on, and the sound got really loud. That is one of the best gags in internet history.
Oh, yeah.
To scare the crap out of you because you turn the volume up and you're staring at one spot on the screen.
There is a better one.
Which one?
The one we talked about.
Oh, the boss is a...
The boss is a C.
Yeah, I still don't find that as good, but that is a good one. What is this now?
It's just a montage of just...
This house that they claim was haunted, but again, everything they're doing that you're seeing could be done.
Yeah. Strings. It's smoke and mirrors, I tell you. Yeah, what's supposed to happen here, Danny?
I don't know.
They don't tell you.
I watched this one.
Oh, you get a little something went through the frame.
I mean, obviously, some of the stuff is most likely a hoax, but there are some really weird videos that's part of this compilation video. It's like a 10-minute video, so there's like 50.
Yeah, we'll link it up there. People can check it out for themselves.
Like the camera movement is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know.
Like the ghost is moving the camera.
Oh, it's moving by itself, but
I'm not buying it.
Bunch of crap. Old film from the 70s. Listen for a strange sound.
Yeah, some of these videos it's more audible, but there's other ones where it's
That's from the 70s.
There's definitely visual things happening.
Not bad video for the 70s.
What are you doing on Halloween, Ope?
Me? We might throw a party or something.
Yeah.
Are we? I'd like to know because I have a gig. I'll cancel.
We might throw like a radio show party.
Yeah.
Dress up as something silly. I don't dress up, actually. Anthony likes to.
I usually just dress in my Renaissance Fair clothing.
Oh.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll link this video that we're kind of taking a peek at. ONDayRadio.com. Otto from Otto and George. OttoandGeorge.com. But Cleveland Improv, end of the month.
Cleveland Improv and Halloween night, I'll be at the Parsippany Holiday Inn, the Otto and George Halloween Ball.
Ooh,
that's going to be fun. Costume prizes and all that.
Ooh.
Parsippany.
All right. We'll finish next. Opie and Anthony. Talking with Otto from Otto and George today on the Opie and Anthony Show. Otto, a huge movie buff.
Sometimes.
Not into the porn as much as just checking out an old flick,
enough.
right?
I've seen enough.
But you always have like the best movie references, and you just watch a lot of movies.
Yeah,
He's a student of film.
I do.
Yeah.
Recently, I really wanted that Al Pacino movie to be good, but
that was great.
Was it?
Oh yeah,
Come on.
It's all how you look at it, Otto.
They used to have such.
Yeah.
Can I borrow George's shoes?
Oh.
I got little lifts on my feet.
Is that Al Pacino?
It's the new Al Pacino. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What happened?
Anthony does the early years.
I like the early one.
I like current, Al.
See that man over there? That's Luca Brasi.
Oh yeah.
He works for my father.
Yeah.
And then what happened? All of a sudden he's, well, God, it's a big practical joke.
Was it from smoking
Gotta
or
yell.
screaming in
Both.
movies?
Both.
I don't know.
He started doing theater acting on film. It was just weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. I mean, that movie was like 87 minutes long. A crime drama has to be 2 hours or better.
Was that 87 minutes
It's not even
long?
an hour and a half.
A Righteous
It's like,
Kill?
come
It's
on.
not a 90-minute Channel 11 Godzilla
with John
movie.
Leguizamo in it, too.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
They're messing up the movies because I think Stuntbrain turned me on to this. The movies have to be an hour and 40 or less so they could get an extra showing to make a little more money.
Oh, yeah?
They're thinking about the bottom dollar constantly now. So they're like,
But not
more
even
showings
90
mean more
minutes?
money. It's got to be no more than
Hour 40 is
100.
100 minutes.
So
it doesn't have to be.
So the actual film is about 87 because then you got the previews and all.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, Titanic is the highest grossing movie of all time. That was 3 hours.
I understand that, but you can't. For
Dark
the most
Knight.
part, you can't put 3-hour movies out.
Well,
there.
they knew it wouldn't have.
The formula is they try to do an hour and
They had
100 minutes.
They had to make as much money quickly as they could because the word gets out quick that it stinks.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You didn't like The Dark Knight?
I liked it. I didn't think it was great.
Heath Ledger was great.
Oh yeah, he was amazing. It was a great. I just don't care about superhero crap.
Mm-hmm. What about Iron Man?
No, not it. I'm
Did
tired
you
of
watch
that
Iron Man?
crackhead. You know, every performance he does, they just say how wonderful Robert Downey Jr. is. All right,
enough of him.
Yeah,
it's kind of good. Tropic Thunder.
I'm not going to see anything with Ben Stiller and freaking Jack Black. Are
It
you
was a
kidding
decent
me?
movie, very overrated, but it was funny. There was some funny
right.
moments.
Not a big fan of.
Please.
Jack Black is quirky though.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what a guy!
What's your problem with Ben Stiller?
I just think he's not funny to me. He's not a funny human being. It's, the movies suck. I don't know.
How about the Meet the Parents moments though, huh?
Well, I don't know. I'll watch that, and I don't think it's anything great.
Meet the Parents really wasn't that bad.
I enjoyed the first one.
The second one was
comedy.
awful. The second one was awful.
Oh, and then the other thing about Tropic Thunder, it's like everybody goes, well, it's taking a stab at Hollywood. It's like it's a Hollywood movie. Ben Stiller's part of Hollywood. You can't lambast yourself. That has to come from an independent or an outsider or the audience. You know,
They were getting edgy.
Spoof. Yeah, stop it.
You got to see Tom Cruise though.
Yeah, is he good in it?
He's really
yeah.
funny
So
in
you
it.
really laughed. I mean, how many times did you laugh out loud?
I saw it with Patrice and Bob Kelly, and we were laughing pretty hard.
Laughing out loud?
Yep.
I laughed to myself.
A lot of that had to do with the company.
Honestly,
you're with your
yes.
boys, you're having a good time.
Honestly, not laughing at Ben Stiller as much.
No.
But Robert.
And now he's doing that Joe Piscopo, look, I'm got big arms now, look at my guns. Stop it.
That really makes
Does that make you angry?
guys funny when they're really buff.
No.
I like
Yeah.
a well-built comic.
What was the last good movie you saw then, Otto?
It's going to be some creepy reference from like the mid-'70s. Freebie and the Bean.
What's wrong with that?
Freebie and the Bean.
70s was a grand time for filmdom.
It was. To say it was the last good one.
You schmuck. There's nothing good now. Come on.
I beg to differ.
All right.
What was that new Meg Ryan picture?
I just saw Religulous.
What was it?
Religulous, and I'm saying it right.
That's a movie?
Yeah, the Bill Maher movie.
Oh, the documentary.
Going after organized religion.
Yeah?
It was good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was very funny, and he's getting a little crazy. He's going after everybody, but it was good. We had
Don't you hate his smug face? Don't you want to just punch it?
He's a big
with
head.
his combed back gray hair.
And that giant forehead.
Yeah, he's just
goes straight up.
I don't hate Bill's head at all.
Smug idiot.
Jimmy loves Bill Maher.
Over intellectual.
Jimmy loves Bill Maher.
Does he?
do.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I do.
He has to.
You friends with him?
That's not Jimmy
Same
saying
management?
I'm saying it. No, his HBO show follows Bill Maher's show.
Oh, there you
Friday
go.
night at midnight,
Right.
my
Right.
friends. Down and
Just
Dirty with
lead
Jim
in.
Norton.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, you did.
I actually do like him as a comic, even though I don't agree with anything he says politically. I think
Really?
he's a funny comic, yeah.
I hate
some
comics
guy-
with their stupid agenda.
Yeah.
I saw, goddamn, and I don't care who's friends with him or whatever, that ass Jimmy Tingle up in Boston.
Oh, the political guy?
Oh, God, the guy is just spouting liberal garbage.
Really?
He's a hero up there,
Dude,
man.
he stinks on ice.
He's
I
a
was
hero.
sitting in this theater where
mad?
I wish I was up front so I could have just made like a Patrice face at him. Just,
Who dragged you to that show?
some friggin' C.
Oh.
I think I had to go with the ex and friggin' the mother-in-law. Of course. Why would I go anywhere else without the mother-in-law?
Oh.
Let's go see Jimmy Tingle. I hear he's wicked pisser. All right. We'll go. Let's go. And I got to hear this guy in his Boston accent talk about the conservatives.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Really?
There's too many guns in this goddamn country. Yeah! And everyone's clapping. Shut up.
Yeah.
Not enough guns in good people's hands.
Yeah.
You'll see the illegal guns go away. give everybody a gun. Everyone gets guns.
You're not his target audience. You're with the Charles Bronson fixation.
Oh, I know. I love that.
Yeah.
Paul Kersey. I'm right there in the audience. Would you like to meet him?
So you don't like...
that was the best line ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
After Jeff Goldblum, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum's line was great.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not a fan of Mr. Tingle? Huh?
I hate Jimmy Tingle.
It's sad because Boston brings us a lot of great comics too, man.
Well, you know what?
A lot of
Keep
great
'em
comics
there.
that come out of Boston.
Keep them there. Oh, God, now we got to look at Debbie Harry. There's something to be said for not looking young when you're kind of getting older, because she was no kid back then.
Yeah.
She was like in her 30s during the Blondie thing.
She doesn't look bad, though, for
And she's horrid.
Looks like she should be hanging around with Dalmatians.
What is she?
For 60, she's not
She's
bad.
got a copy of herself on her lap.
Yes.
She's 60.
Dog.
Yeah, the dog looks just like Debbie.
Oh, Jesus, what am I talking about?
Oh, look.
All right, look who's interviewing Debbie Harry. Uh-oh.
I don't think she looks
I think I got a little dig taken at me this morning.
You think?
Yeah. You be the judge.
We do
Everyone
have the
knows the
audio.
story. Me and the ex.
Oh, the ex, yeah.
The ex
I
traffic
got some
girl.
good Super 8 of you guys at the PNC.
Oh, good. Collector's material now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
man, you were married. You don't want to be, told what to do.
Exactly.
The hell with it.
Otto gets it,
Correctamundo.
You're having the life of a show business guy. You're cheating. You're breaking up with this one. You're going out with that one.
That's right.
Otherwise, why be in showbiz? You want to be some square guy?
Yeah.
Married, told what to do.
Exactly. I had it.
Emasculated putz.
Oh, please.
She was
Didn't
hot,
need
though.
it.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
Would she darken her hair?
Well,
it's the big change that takes place after the breakup.
Yeah.
You got to change your look and everything like that. I don't know. So, there was, as you know, the story went that my laptop, it wasn't exactly my laptop. I said it was my laptop, but it was the girl in the closet's laptop. She had it, holding it, hostage for some money for her dry cleaning.
And she did some CSI with it.
Yeah. And she had somebody...
Yeah, a hard drive looked at... I think that's a felony, by the way.
In hard drive forensics, look through it to see whose computer it was, what info was on it, everything. She went through that. And then I had to give her about $1,000 to get it back and my Easy Pass. Pretty much two things.
That's
And the Easy Pass I could have
extortion?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they call it in this country.
She's real bitter, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
And that was after circling little items on my Amex bill saying, "Is this the night you were out with one of your whores?"
Oh.
That was written there. So I just wrote,
She really
yes,
loved you, huh?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
No, there's something going on.
I love Otto shocked that she might have actually
Yeah.
loved Anthony.
How the hell that happened?
The hell?
What?
I thought she was doing for the publicity.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I thought you were, cute couple or
Yeah.
whatever.
So, just using each other for fame.
Yeah,
no,
right.
there was an actual love
Something
thing
happened.
Otto.
Gee.
Yeah.
And then, so apparently, this laptop was a big item. That was the big thing. She had the hard drive checked out. I needed to pay to get it back. It was a big item. So this morning, there seemed to be this story that was on about the guy that stars in House.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie in an all-new House.
Huey.
House someone comes in with a bloody nose and it turns out to be complete body cancer. Can House save this person? Gives me the heebie-jeebies, that
On
show.
a brand new house. Huey.
Yeah. So his house was broken into, and some things were taken. And then she did the story because she was doing the entertainment reporting.
Oh.
And then there was a little thing about a laptop, and everybody seemed to laugh a little too much about it.
Oh.
So I think there was a little dig being taken.
Let's take a listen.
Listen, and you decide.
Hugh Laurie's house is burglarized as the British actor and his wife are asleep upstairs. Laurie says he was in bed when thieves apparently busted into his Hollywood home. When the star woke up, he realized his laptop was gone, along with other personal items. Police believe the burglary may have been pulled off by a gang that's been targeting other homes in the area. You would think he would have a really good security camera system.
Yeah.
He's see Laurie and making so much money these days. And you just took the laptop. All right, that's what it is.
No good stuff.
Hey, anything they can carry.
See, mentioning the laptop, and the laptop was a huge issue. Believe me, it was a huge issue. And she just has to bring up, she only took the laptop. They only took the laptop.
Yeah, there's a little water cooler thing going on.
And they're laughing. And the fact that she says, you think you'd have a better security system. Like, all that to me is a personal jab.
Jimmy?
Look, she's a lunatic and a felon.
When you drop atomic weapons on a country,
okay,
and that country is interviewed, and they go, "Yeah, damn America, you can't drop more atomic weapons on them."
No, I don't plan on dropping any more atomic weapons, but yes, I understand that. But I wasn't saying, "Oh my God, how dare she?"
Yeah, I know.
I'm just pointing out that there are little barbs being taken.
I love the fact that you're like, how dare she do this to me?
I'm not even saying, you know something? I'm not even saying.
After what she got to check out.
So what was the main problem? That you had fornication with another girl during your relationship?
Yes.
Was it an exclusive relationship? Had you spoken that to each other?
Apparently we had drifted into that area.
Oh, okay.
Said they loved each other.
But you never said
constantly
we're just
on
gonna
that.
see each other? I mean,
I'm constantly on that little raft that just drifts into that zone. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I need to paddle away from it.
Yeah, girls always have to move the relationship to the next level.
Yeah, it's got to be always moving forward and getting it further. And
They want to know where it's going.
And in there, where are we going? You know where we're going? The bedroom.
Yeah.
Let's have some sex. And then, we'll see what happens down the road. Don't push things.
Nature pushes them that way because that's what they look for, a guy that can provide for them because they got biological clocks.
Yeah.
I'll provide. Just don't screw with me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Let me be able to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to do whatever I want. That's all. Is that asking too much? I'm a grown man, for God's sake. I had to listen to stupid mommy tell me what to do for all these years. You get out of the house finally. You get your life together, you scrape your life together, and then all you do is constantly get into crap where more women are telling you what the frig to do.
Is your mommy
Enough!
Is your mommy still telling you what to do?
Oh, yes! Enough, Mom! No, she's not telling me what to do. She doesn't care.
She's cool with how this all went down?
Yeah, she laughs. She goes, how is it? She called me the other day, and she goes, how's your love life? I go, read the paper. I don't need to tell you. She goes, I don't want to read that. I don't want to listen to the show. She goes, Sal comes in and tells me. And she goes, I don't want to hear it. Ro! Anthony had a girl in the closet, Ro! He was having sex with her. And Jill walked in. Ro, you gotta hear this story. Yeah. I don't know. He couldn't find his shoes.
do Dice giving Jimmy the sweet again with the haunted sweet.
Hey, Jimmy, I got a house over here. So I'm over here now. So you could be over there now in the haunted house at the Stardust. You want to go over there? Sometimes you'll hear some balls clanging at night. On the pool table is balls. Oh! I'm scared of the place.
That's great.
I stayed there one night, and this ghostly apparition appeared. Something that's been dead for years, and it scared me. It was my career. It was haunting me. Hickory dickory dock. The hands are going backwards on the clock.
That's great impression. It's so funny.
That's very nice of him, though, to give you the suite.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Give you the haunted friggin' ghost suite. Nice.
It's an open grave. Why don't you hop in and take a nap? Great. He stays in a nice ghostless house.
Yeah, I heard when he was shopping for a house years ago, he found a house that would have been perfect for him, but the address was 666.
He's weird with stuff like that.
And he
Very
wouldn't take it.
superstitious. Yeah, he doesn't go with it.
He wouldn't even go into the house. As a matter of fact, that was it. It wasn't even that the house was perfect. He wouldn't even go into the house to look at it.
Yeah.
He saw the address and went, no. That's scary. The sign of the beast. The sixes. I saw the omen. The kid had it on his head, right on his noggin, 3 sixes. That was scary. Damien. Dice.
You're really doing good. Dead on.
What about The Exorcist, Dice?
Huh?
The Exorcist.
Hey, the power of Christ compels you.
Yes.
Huh? The power of dice compels you. The power of dice compels you. You hear me? I hear you. The power of dice.
and some green stuff was flying out of her mouth. A gush, a gush, a gush. It was like banana juice, but green. I didn't understand. And then this crazy broad takes a cross, and she's gush, gush, with the cross. And then she says things about her mother doing something in hell, sucking on something. Oh, online at the bank.
You're funny.
Yeah, dice. Gotta love the dice. Come on.
Why did you start doing this 2 minutes before we got to get out of here?
We're going to be over there now.
Yeah, we'll continue
over
there.
Do it at Sirius XM. You can use dirty language.
Of course, then I can curse.
You can be salty.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we get the hell out of here?
We like to spice it up on that side.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
AutoandGeorge.com. Cleveland Improv later this month.
Yep.
And then Firehouse out on Long Island.
Yeah, November 22nd, North Lyndhurst in Long Island.
Long Island.
Fundraiser thing.
I highly recommend you go see Otto if you haven't.
Yeah.
Otto and George, amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing stuff. Janine from Long Island said if you were with Jill and cheated on Jill, that George would have turned into a Duraflame.
Oh, man.
She would have burnt, that would have been terrible.
There was a fire, too. But
he goes up faster than Richard Pryor.
And Jimmy, come on, HBO tomorrow night after Bill Maher, Down and Dirty, at midnight.
It's myself, Whitney Cummings, Anthony Jeselnik's really funny, Florentine and Artie Lang. Midnight, just TiVo it or DVR it, whatever you do. If you're going to be out and about on a Friday, as most of you will be.
Cool. Right.
Please.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, hello, Otto. Otto made the walk to Sirius XM satellite radio. When are they changing that name? It's so obvious it's going to be changed. Another 6 months or so, Ant? What do you guess?
Sirius XM? I don't know. I think it's going to be a while. I think to keep the confusion down until we're at a point where we can just, one unit. We understand what's the programming and everything. It'll be Sirius XM.
I noticed Sirius did the right thing and threw us up on their front page last night.
Oh, did they?
Hell yeah, man.
Already they're taking better care of us.
Well, kind of the email I fired off last night.
Hey, but that usually never works. At least these guys are listening, huh?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be changing studios?
What? Otto, I can't hear you.
Is that mic on?
No,
I think our music might be a little loud today. Then again, Dirk is deaf. We know that.
What?
Remember, Dirk?
What?
You're doing better, though? Thumbs up? All right, good.
Now?
What were you saying, Otto?
Are you going to change studios again?
Yeah, maybe
Mike, I think Otto's mic is off.
Are you kidding me? Didn't we fix this problem yesterday? Try again.
I'll tell you, I get no response at all.
No response.
That was a good Rodney. He does these impersonations.
It's like the people are right there in the room.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
Sometimes I get lucky and the bank is on. And
we do have a great phone call. I don't want him to go away. But what were you saying? What was your question?
I was wondering if you're going to change studios again for this.
They kind of want us to, which is just more of a hassle than it's worth.
I like it here.
So we're going to try to figure it out.
Yeah. It's very nice here.
They're starting to understand that it might be a hassle to walk even further than we do already, and then go up more floors than we already go.
Yeah.
They're up on the 180th floor.
Yeah, I know.
No, there's not that many floors in that building.
It's in Cloud City.
It's in Cloud City. It's a new part of Manhattan called Cloud City.
City.
Good old Jim. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. There's a lot of things. I know. There's a lot of things to figure out. We don't want to lose this phone call. It's Santino from Massachusetts. Santino, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Remember the goofy Salt Lake City Zoo morning show?
Yeah, sure.
Well, when you guys were cracking on him, right, I played the audio to the night guy. I kept calling him, he kept hanging up on me, and I kept playing the audio of you guys cracking on them.
Yeah.
And he called me back and left me, I guess, what he considers a nasty voicemail. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, you can do it.
Second here. Let me just find
Are
it
you
here. Just give me 2 seconds here.
Are you one of those New Yorkers that made their way to Massachusetts?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
It's so obvious.
You sound like you might be of Hispanic descent.
Good call.
Half, yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's hear this voicemail.
Okay, here we go.
Trying to get one of our listeners back.
Here it comes. Here it is.
All right.
Hi, Santino Spinelli. It's Jared Banks of 97 on CHT. You're so creative and genius and original for playing that movie clip, taking a total mark for Opie and Anthony. Dude, I love it. I appreciate it. These guys are huge, and I want to try and pick on somebody in Salt Lake City. You're a freaking genius, and you're amazing, and I don't know how you get up in the morning and be as awesome as you are. Really, I'm going to be half as cool as you are when I grow up. One day, I just hope to be that awesome. So thank you so much for calling the radio station. You, my friend, are the man.
What an idiot, huh?
What an idiot, huh? What do you want me to do now? Bash his skull in?
Yeah.
That's nice. He thought you were awesome. What's wrong with that?
Santino.
Santino.
I think he got under his skin, Santino.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. I like this.
Walk right up with your Ivy League sweater. Bada bing.
Yeah. The nail.
Right.
All right, you guys fucking rule, man.
All right.
Thanks for entertaining me all these years.
Man,
I need to borrow your car. I just need to borrow your car. I got to move somebody.
Just watch that famous
Call me,
temper.
Tony. Call me, Tony. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a phone call.
Give me 2 slices. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I put them together.
Take off my wig, get on a plane, and suck it down.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, I'm bored with it. All right.
That guy was great.
Hey, I hear.
I
Bubba.
love that accent.
I'm also hearing Bubba the Love Sponge went after us again.
I hope
yesterday.
not.
What?
That's Bubba's tough to deal
Stupid
with.
name.
For why?
Why?
For why? What? For,
That Bubba's a tough customer.
what did we do?
You fat cunt. Shut up.
What did we do this time?
Maybe E-Rock could tell us because he secretly wants to work for Bubba. It's very obvious.
Does he really?
Here. I think so. Yeah.
Why?
It brings him up a lot.
Or maybe he's listening to him, and then he hears him goof on us.
Where's E-Rock?
In some way, shape, or form. Did E-Rock hear this?
No, crazy.
If you're searching for E-Rock, at least you could eliminate all the gems in the city.
Coin City yourself.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was good.
We got a lot of girls around today.
Ooh.
Girls.
A lot of good smelling girls.
Girls here. Girls.
E-Rock.
No, I have no idea. I'm finding out.
But you like Bubba and you want to work for his radio
do you
show,
work for
right?
him?
Yeah.
Why would you want to work for Bubba the Love Sponge?
I have no interest.
You think
in
there'll be a
working
lot
for
of
Bubba.
food in the studio? That's a reason.
No, I'm finding out.
What
now.
do you like about the Bubba
Why?
the Love Sponge show?
I don't like the Bubba the Love Sponge
We're
show.
not good to
What
you?
don't you like about him?
Him.
Why? What's wrong with him?
Well, we already did the bit where he sounds like everyone else. He uses the same crutches over and over and over.
Sounds like you listen a lot.
I know
Over and over
about,
and over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that's right.
some of his crutches?
If he doesn't know what he's talking about, he'll say he'll try to change off the subject, saying, but it's inconclusive at this juncture. He says juncture all the time.
Juncture.
And if he doesn't know the details of a certain organization or the way things run, he'll say they pull something kind of Jones deal. So he uses Jones in places that doesn't make any sense.
Like you are now, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow.
So what did he say about us?
I don't know. I'm finding out.
Why do you say stuff about us? Yeah, when you were listening yesterday, you know.
I thought he was leaving. If we like, why doesn't he just go ahead with his promises that he makes? Like if we sign on, he's leaving. Like
Yeah, where is he? Where
where's he going?
Beat it, fat boy.
That we weren't going to be re-signed 3 years ago. I think he said that when November rolled around, we were going to be fired. He knows this for a fact, and then it rolls around and he just doesn't say anything about it anymore.
Well, these guys are going to be right eventually. All the haters out there, they'll be right eventually.
I told you they'd be out of New York. It's been friggin' 12 years.
Right.
I think you could call that a pretty successful career.
He was talking about us signing contracts. What was he doing?
I imagine it was very funny, whatever it was.
We're trying to get to the bottom of that, so.
His DVD must be really funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I just must.
He's got a DVD out.
I think that's hysterical.
Yeah. Really? What's on his DVD?
I don't know.
I'm sure E-Rock knows.
Copies are sold out.
Yeah.
I bet. Fuck him.
Yep. Fat hack.
No reason to have to like somebody because we work for the same fucking company.
Fucking fat hack with a fake voice.
I don't know.
Just be yourself.
I don't think they like him over there either.
How
To tell you
can
the
they?
truth, I don't think like the bosses like him.
Fucking fat cornball with a fucking put on. How about just your own voice?
Yeah.
We'll fucking put
What
on
kind
your
of voice does he do?
Well, you know, like one of these. It's my radio costume.
It's like the fucking man-cow type voice.
yeah.
That whole phony kind of over-the-top gonna talk like you gotta sound like someone different to justify that you're on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be on the radio because your voice isn't like this.
That's very obsolete. Don't they know
Yes.
that? It's
Yeah,
like
it's
just be
ancient. That's like fucking
so unhip.
Charlie Tuna voice.
Hey, it's Charlie Tuna with you here.
That fucking
Boss jock from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's just garbage. It's phony. It's not sincere. Everything they talk about is just this phony, edited portions of their life or something. At least, we might be assholes,
Wolfman
but
Jack
we'll
had a
throw
reason
shit out.
for talking. Like
No,
he was a wolf.
man, what, throat cancer?
Well, no, he was a
Oh.
wolf man, you know?
Oh, he was a wolf? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm a wolf man.
Yeah.
Grr. Okay.
Throat cancer.
It was also the 60s, too, so.
Yeah. Anything you did was new.
Oh, God.
Fucking radio.
I told some joke. I was listening to him, actually. What, Danny?
What's wrong? What's wrong, Danny?
Is that the dump sheet again?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they
What are you pointing at?
dumped a couple of stupid words.
There's a bit on that Bubba DVD that I wanted to do like in 2005.
Oh, the Deal or No Deal?
Yeah.
What was Deal or No Deal?
I wanted to do homeless Deal or No Deal with Tippy Tom and just have like terrible prizes and little baggies and stuff. And have the homeless guys trade in their
damn.
shit for even worse shit.
Oh, well.
I must have done it justice.
Damn it.
Michael in New Hampshire. How are you, Michael?
Hey guys, I just upgraded my Sirius subscription, so I'm getting you guys. I'm getting the whole package now, basically.
Oh, good.
But I am a Bubba fan, and let me tell you, man. Since you guys are on the same team now, it's basically Bubba's calling the truce, man.
What is
you
it?
Oh, is
guys
he?
are on the same team now, so let bygones be bygones, and we're all going to work together. We're going to make this thing work.
Did he say that?
But I thought he was bashing us.
He has.
Well, he did before.
Dude, he has nothing to do with our careers.
Wait.
You do your stupid show, we'll do our stupid show.
Did he really say let bygones be bygones? We're on the same team?
I swear to God, I listen to him every day.
All right, You know what, though? That's fine with me.
Every day.
And now I got you guys, and I'm like, you guys are my hometown crew from Beantown, so, I'm glad I got the whole package now. But let me tell you, you guys...
Instead of live free and die, why don't you just die?
I was, all right. No, you know what, man? Thanks. I was trashing once again. I don't hear I'm not going to bash a guy who's like saying let bygones be bygones.
Oh, please.
Well, I won't.
He's not important to our careers. Shut up.
Bash him.
Stop trying to level yourself up to other radio shows.
I just personally
Stop
would.
being the high road good guy.
Not at all.
bullshit.
Jim,
No,
that's
I'm just telling
bash
you,
him.
I would
that's
listen to
Jimmy's
the-
new bit. He wants everybody just
Fat
to get
hack
along.
with a-
Not at all. Jimmy tells the truth how he sees it. I wouldn't fucking do it.
Fat
if
hack with a fake voice. More of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't be angry if a guy's
that's
not
what
bashing
got us
me.
where we
Oh,
are today.
If a guy's bashing me, I'm angry. I don't make it up just to be shocking. If a guy's mad,
He said
bashes
some
me,
dopey, stupid shit.
Then I
And
attack him.
just
I
do
got
your
you.
show. We'll do our show. Go away.
But I should listen to the audio
Go
first.
away.
And I don't.
Kevin from Connecticut. Hope we have audio of the People's Morning Show bashing you guys. Want me to call it in?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, our job is to call it in. Don't you start. All right?
Hey, we got something.
Self-deprecating
We
humor.
got something that we can't play at the other joint. So why don't we play it here?
What is it?
Well, we all love that song, "We Are the World."
Yeah.
Do we?
Well, sure.
I know Kevin Meaney likes it. It's been in his act for fucking 30 years.
It was relevant for the first. It was relevant for the first year, and for the last 25, it has not. But
I got to tell you,
that hasn't stopped him.
The first time I saw him do that, I was laughing my ass off. It was very funny. Then I went and got my first driver's license and started liking girls. That bit is so old, and if he's at Caroline's or something, there he is.
What does he do with it? Does he do?
He plays the song through the PA and does like a facial impressions of everybody that's singing.
Oh,
so the Bruce one, Bruce, if you remember the video, was really straining and making that weird face, and he over exaggerates that.
Is that a big closer?
That's his big fucking closer.
Does he loosen his bow tie for that and get all like?
No, I don't think he ever loosens that bow tie. Stop it! We can't loosen the bow tie. We'll lose the house. You'll put an eye out.
Yeah.
They're gonna sue us. We'll lose the house. God damn it. Yeah, I know. You're gonna lose the house. How about losing the house by fucking trying to blow past security at the airport, you dummy?
Is that what he did?
Remember that one?
No.
This was like 9/12. He decides to make a stand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he shoved the security guy?
Yeah. And then they kind of held him at fucking M16 point.
Wow.
Yeah. Kevin Meaney.
That's great.
You put an eye out with that bayonet.
Harmless comedian.
Oh, I know. Totally. There he is being rousted by the military.
Yeah.
Good.
Rousted.
Let's say hi to CJ in Charlotte. CJ.
What up?
What up, CJ?
Yo, I don't think Bubba was trashing you guys yesterday. I heard the show on the XM side. That guy Spice Boy, because Bubba wasn't even in the studio. He called. He replayed the show, I believe, from when you guys first went to XM, and that's all that was. So.
All right.
Why did he replay the show when we first went to XM?
No idea.
He's a jerk.
Because they just found out yesterday that they were actually on the XM side. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's just a jerk. He said he couldn't be part of
Right. He
the same
broadcast-
company. So it's time to put up or shut up.
He broadcasts out of New York or what?
Florida. I don't
Florida.
know. I honestly don't know. We Are the World, Japanese people doing the song. See, we can't do this at the other joint. Let's take a listen. I just assume we can't because it's an Asian.
Sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure they're singing it, right?
Well,
what is it?
Japanese people impersonating all the characters in the We Are the World
They're
song.
ripping off Kevin Meaney.
They're kind of doing it.
Let's come together as one.
We are the part of.
There's a sword we're falling on.
I should play this for my backyard neighbor.
Yeah.
My new neighbor.
Happy family. And the juice. No love is all we need.
Isn't that Mako?
There you go.
He's in
Done your
everything.
job, Captain.
Yeah.
Mako's in everything.
We are the ones to make you ready. So let's begin.
That's. Oh, God.
Love you, love.
A better day when you shit on me. I love being shit on.
It's not quite as funny as a flash fire in a stroke booth, though.
Well, we raised the bar a little too high early on this show, Otto. I'm sorry. We continue though. Let's say hi to Rodney in West Virginia. Rodney.
Hey, let me tell you.
Rodney.
Wear a brown tie.
Hey, Rodney.
I'm in West Virginia. How did I get here, you know?
I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Bunch of fucking rubes, I tell you.
Rodney.
Yep.
He's like, yeah,
We're all gonna get laid.
Hey, set my friend Wang up with the whole schmear. Rodney?
What's going on?
Call me when you have no class.
Oh, dance of the living dead. Rodney.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm no doorknob either, all right? Rodney.
Yeah, it's just I'm just saying I'm a big Bubba fan. I've been listening to y'all for a couple of weeks, and I really like you all. Y'all sound good. I can't just see why y'all just don't, come together and have a good time.
I'll tell you, Rodney. Let me tell you why. Because there's been so much bad blood over the years that it can't just be like thrown away. Not just on air shit. It's like real personal stuff that's gone on over too many years that it can't just be solved in one day because we work at the same place. It just ain't going to happen. Over time, I don't know what the fucking future holds, but as of right now, you know, I'm not going to hate on anybody, but I'm not going to fucking give anyone the benefit of the doubt either. I'm just going to play this out. I got a job to do. I come in here and I fucking do it. I don't have to be friends with anybody, or I don't have to be enemies with anybody. I'm just doing my fucking job.
We like to hang out with real people, too, because now supposedly he's congratulating us, but a month or two ago he's like, if they sign Opie and Anthony, then I have to leave this company. So which Bubba should we believe?
Right. And I'm not taking anyone's word for it anymore that calls in. I'm just not fucking any faxes, any emails or anything. I'm
and then all of a sudden we're like, all right, and then what? And then he turns on us again because he's a fake dude. We don't know who Bubba is. No one knows who Bubba is.
Well, at the end
he's
of the
probably
day,
congratulating us because he knows we're a very important part of this new company, and he better shut his fucking trap.
Guys like that just want you to say his name a lot. It doesn't matter if it's in bad or in a good way. It's just to get him, his name out there.
There you go.
That's right, Otto.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would he pick a fight? You guys are bigger.
Oh, bigger. I thought we had to jump out of that.
Oh.
I thought you were saying...
Ronnie,
there's no dumping on this side, is there?
Ronnie,
no,
thanks for
only
your
when you
phone
say
call,
bigger with an N.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bigger and stupid. Let's say hi to Tom in Florida. Tom.
Hey guys.
Hey there, Tom.
Hey Tom, welcome aboard.
Sorry, Tom, you're out.
Maybe I can call.
Hey, Bubba, for 12 years down in Florida, kept bitching about Howard and saying how he was going to take him on, and kept giving him crap all the time. And then he goes to Sirius and sucks his cock, and now he's doing the same thing to you guys. Bitches about you when he's at Sirius. Now that he's at XM, oh, let's be friends. Let's be guys. He's a fucking fat hypocrite.
Kind of the point I'm making, my friend. You don't know which one to believe. I hate guys like that.
I'll tell you one thing.
I hate guys like that.
Off the air,
punch it out.
That Howard and Robin are very nice people. It's just the oddest thing.
Howard, I got to give props to Howard. He did something 2 days ago, showing that he's a stand-up guy. I don't know how much I could say yet.
I probably wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I understand, but a story was told to me from a very reliable source that wow, it was a strong move on Howard's part. Strong move.
Because in the poker room over at where's that? Where were we? Borgata.
Right.
He was totally cool. And Robin, she was. I mean, on the air, we've fucking said horrific things about each other. Never taken back. It was on the air stuff, whatever it was. But it's just weird. It's very fucking weird.
Well, our lives have all collided lately, and it's
in this mess of satellite radio.
I see Robin at the gym. I've seen her at the gym a couple times. I've seen her just down the street because now she lives in the neighborhood.
I pass by her building every day. I've never seen her.
And we all just kind of get along.
It's not Howard Love, you asshole shit dick motherfucking Kev Slider douchebag. Oh my God, Kev Slider! I know you're a fan.
What happened?
I know you're big, but I gotta set a precedent. I gotta set a fucking precedent.
What happened?
I gotta set a precedent here first. Kev Slider, I'm sorry. You're fucking gone. There you go. Sit out the day. Sit the fucking day out. And I'm tired of it. Yeah, pick on the black guy. Sorry, Kev Slider.
Is he black?
Of course he is.
Get him out.
You can't say anything on Pal Talk when he's on there. When he comes in the room, well, half my conversation is gone.
It's all about
Can't
Slider?
say anything.
It's all about Slider?
Yeah, he goes, enough with the Howard Love. It's like, not Howard Love. No. See, this is another part of just talking honestly on the air. Do you want us to be fake and phony and carry on a phony war thing or whatever? Yeah, there's still some hurdles that we'll never fucking get over. But I'm just saying, off the air, the people seem to be very cool. What the fuck is the problem with saying that? God, perish the thought you're honest on the air. Jesus Christ. Good. We'll just give you phony radio. How you doing, everybody? How are things going, Ope? Good? Fantastic. Yeah, everything's going great in my life, too. I'm not going to talk about anything. Relationships, nothing. We'll talk about fucking fudge sheets or anything else. You get nothing out of me anymore. You get phony shit.
I'm enjoying this version more, actually.
Yeah.
It's lighthearted. No one gets hurt.
You got to do the. You're not doing the fake voice though, Jimmy. I'll tell you this much. Wow, gained a lot of respect. What I heard.
If I
It went
see
down 2 days ago, and that's all I can say right now. But wow, it was a strong move on Howard's part. Strong. Has nothing to do with us, by the way.
No.
Oh. And I can, and suggest that we say no more for now.
No, I wouldn't, because who knows what
What's it rhyme with?
The intent was, and if it should be, confidential or something. That's his business.
I think the intent was from a good place.
Yeah,
I really do.
Not. I didn't mean it that way. I meant I'm eating a sandwich on the air, and it's very rude.
No, it's not. You're fucking Anthony. You do what you want, man.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Attaboy. I'm
You're
having
right.
some fucking grapefruit.
Wait,
I wish somebody would say something.
I love that grapefruit. That's the Park Meridian
Grapefruit is a horrible fruit.
It's not.
It's a bitter piece of
Steve
shit.
Carlisi is a horrible fruit.
It's bitter.
Exactly.
I don't like bitter. I like an orange that size. That would be great. But a grapefruit is always bitter.
Love grapefruit.
Isn't it? Someone agree with me here, for God's sake.
What happened?
It's not as bitter as I remember it. Grapefruit.
It depends. You got to get the pink grapefruit.
Suck that cock.
Got to get a little pink. That's a pink grapefruit. You're all right. You're fine. Let's say hi to Jeff in Ohio. Jeff.
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Hey
there, Jeff.
Welcome aboard, Jeff.
Hey, I got a kind of a question here. Do you guys think that it's a hidden underlying motive for Bubba, because he's not going to get any additional viewers from your fort or your camp
Viewers.
if he comes in bashing you?
Yeah, it's funny.
He's going to get some bleed through, possibly.
You think he's got a lot of viewers now?
We're not viewers, but...
You said viewers.
Douchebag! You said viewers, and it's radio. You're stupid.
Let's say hi to Matt in Jersey. Matt.
Yeah, how you doing? I just want to let you guys know that the lieutenant that ordered that guy taser just killed himself.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's a big story here in New York. Is it a big national story? The
I'm sure it is.
The naked guy that got tased and ended up dying from it? How did he die? Not from the actual...
From falling.
From falling, right?
Yeah.
Everything is a national story these days.
Celebration trial.
Hold on. We're just trying to set it up here really fast. So,
that's terrible.
Naked, crazy guy uptown, and they ordered a tasing to calm him down. He fell, and he ended up dying. And now you're saying...
All the king's horses and all the king's men. Couldn't even put them together.
The lieutenant that
Terrible.
ordered it just killed himself.
What the fuck? Here's the story.
What the... Why?
A New York Police Department...
Guilt.
Thanks for the heads up, Matt. A New York Police Department official says the lieutenant is dead of an apparent suicide days after he ordered another officer to fire a stun gun at a naked, distraught man who then fell to his death. The police official says the lieutenant was found at Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn early Thursday, dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. It wasn't clear when he died.
Wow. That's terrible.
Guy made a bad call on the spot. You don't fucking shoot yourself.
It just goes to show you, though, these cops, when they make these decisions, and sometimes they go a little awry, and there's outrage in the communities, they think these cops don't give a shit, don't care. You know, I think this kind of shows they might have a little guilt in some of these situations.
Wow.
That's pretty bad. Well, that's terrible.
Wow, man.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Thanks for that, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right.
Jeez.
Let's go up to Todd. Todd's in Detroit. Todd,
Opie.
is it cold in the D? That's what we all need to know.
I don't know. I don't go into that part of town.
Cold in the day? No.
Where's my cold in the D thing? Do I have it on
It's a
here?
possibility, man. I mean, all right, yeah, it's cold in the D.
All
Anyways,
right.
dude, I want to talk about this Howard ass suck that you guys are doing.
All right.
You guys are a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, one thing, I can remember you giving Robin so much shit about her being a hole. Opie, I can remember you fucking telling Howard to go fuck himself at least a half a dozen times.
Absolutely.
Did you hear what I said? I said on the air.
That's what sucks about doing the show. Sometimes people hear what they want to hear. Anthony spelled it out perfectly.
on the air, we've been horrific to each other. And then I just said in the rare instance where I met these people off the air, they were nothing but nice. I didn't say I'm going over people's houses. I didn't say I'm kissing people's asses. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying that in meeting these people off the air for a very short period of time, I found them to be nice. So
You
what's...
fucking sold out.
All right, I sold out. I need a fucking pool. I'm having a home entertainment system put in my basement. I have to sell out.
I'd probably be able to get you to take your ex back and give me a rim job at the same time.
That's right, I will. For enough fucking money, I'll fuck your goddamn AIDS-infested mother's cunt, Todd. That fucking whore that you call a mother.
Todd's just talking shit. He doesn't mean it.
I'm sorry, Todd. Did we get off on the wrong foot?
No, Jimmy, you
I'm sorry.
What's that?
You sicken me.
Oh, Todd, stop trying to get me to yell at you.
I love Todd.
He's just trying to rile everybody up.
I know. Todd's a good boy.
I just lost a lot of money.
What happened?
God damn, did I lose a lot of money.
Did you do the who's cock bigger bet that I lost to Derek? Kid's got 6 fat.
What did you lose money on?
I want to officially call my new bit the Ron and Fez Spy Report. We got a Ron and Fez Spy Report.
Spy Report.
Don Wicklin. Don Wicklin.
Uh-oh.
This is where I lost a lot of fucking money. Don Wicklin.
Is a douchebag?
Don Wicklin.
Is useless.
Don Wicklin.
Was promoted.
Was fired.
No.
That's what I bet on.
No way.
Don
Was
Wicklin,
promoted?
Promoted, my friend.
I guessed
So
it.
what? Wicklin skates.
Good.
Every other person in Washington getting fired, and Mr. Don Wicklin has been promoted.
To what?
To some crappy title that means nothing. Let's be honest. He's still going to be sweeping floors, but it just sounds cooler.
Why do you say it with such venom, man? For what?
Senior Director, Partner Programming.
Wait, what?
I don't know what that means.
Senior Director, Partner
Programming.
Partners, so like there's obviously a gay radio show for partners.
What the Senior Director, Partner Programming. Dude, I had my money on get your little box.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get your box and get your shit out of here.
Wow.
No offense, Don.
No, none taken. He doesn't mind. Oh, my God.
I'm happy, actually, because everybody's just... The goodbye emails that are coming in on a daily basis, downright depressing at this point. All saying that it's a new chapter in my life and going to be exploring new opportunities.
Yes,
it's my time to go. I did everything I can here at XM Satellite Radio. Every single one of these guys.
It was an amicable split.
Right.
Yes, they said go, and I didn't shoot anyone in the office.
Everyone wants to stay, but they have to kind of spin it, you know?
Yeah.
This is a new chapter for me and my family. As in,
called destitute.
As in, holy shit, how am I going to pay the bills now that they showed me the door?
Chapter.
Just someone at Sirius has my exact job and they pick Sirius over me.
It's a new chapter. Just so my kids settle in, I get to uproot them and bring them somewhere else.
right.
Introduce them to a new babysitter that might molest them.
Great chapter, that one is.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, Wicklin is in.
Wiki skates, my friends, and we're very happy here at 202.
Are we? Oh, we are.
Yeah, I guess, you know. Uh-oh. Ringy dingy ding.
That bell is supposed to be off. It's Don Wicklin. Fuck you, Anthony.
Really?
I'm teasing, of course. He would never write that to me. He knows who's boss. Now that he's been promoted to partner radio. What is he the program director of things like radio shows with partners?
I have no idea.
Like if there's 2 or more people on the show?
And
what does that mean?
And this just in, we might as well do our radio roundup. My good friend at FMQB just emailed me to say that Danny Bonaducci is on the short list of personalities being considered to host
in Philadelphia.
WISP.
Oh, you guys didn't know that?
Oh, the audience didn't know it, Jimmy. That's why I'm reading this. We heard the rumor a week ago.
Yeah.
Here's the sound from YSP right now. If that happens,
another wonderful.
Great move by CBS. Good move. Terrific.
God, why would they do that?
Because the guy who's running the show doesn't like our show. The guy in Philly, I'm sure, doesn't like our show. Obviously, we knew that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like our
why
show.
put in a show that has a following in Philly and an audience?
And
Why do that?
Nobody above him will just say, "Now you got to use the show."
Another brilliant move.
Yep.
What can I tell you? Let's say hi to Pat in Belmore. Pat.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Pat.
I really don't understand why all these people are spewing venom at you because you're not constantly berating everybody else in the industry. I'm really happy that Artie Lang's going to be on tomorrow night.
Yep.
with Jimmy. I'm going to be tuning in to tomorrow night at midnight, and I think it's good. There's enough venom out there. I mean, F Bubba, he's a piece of crap, but that's about it.
Yeah, all the comics have always remained friends, and like Jackie, I never knew. I think I met Jackie one time. I don't know Jackie at all, but Artie, I will always love Artie because when we got kicked off the radio, I saw Artie that night or 2 nights later at the Comedy Cellar. We got booted on a Thursday. I saw him Friday night.
And he said, ha ha.
He spit in my face, and he said, die. But it was like, it made me feel good, like, wow, at least he knows me. No, but he was really fucking nice, man. He was really genuine, and he was really, I'll always love him for that. Like, all the times I saw him off the air, he never talked to me like, you got canned. It was always, how you doing, man? Are things going okay? He was fucking great, man.
Apparently people just want dishonest radio, want us to lie no matter what. If that makes them feel good, bad, if they like us or hate us, they'd rather hear bullshit
when it's warranted. We're right in there, man. With anybody.
Jeez.
You can't be phony if people are cool to you. You can't be a dick. If somebody's actually genuinely nice to you, what are you going to go on the air and be a fucking that's as phony as put on the phony radio voice.
Yeah. That's as phony as making like you like somebody when you don't.
It's
only backwards.
Howard had a strong move 2 days ago. Tough.
2 days ago, a soul rig that'll hold that tanker.
It was a strong one, man, on his part.
Thanks, Danny. That was what I'm talking about.
All right.
She's sharing nothing.
It's good.
The Enola Gay flying above the target. There it goes. Colonel Tibbetts flying the Enola Gay over primary target Hiroshima.
There you go. Watch all their images burnt on a bridge. Enough of that. Wow, what's that screamy fucking little kid in Platoon voice? Had it.
Their voice boxes. Their voice boxes.
Thank
never
God for
fully
Barnes.
developed.
Yeah, the old bitch. She probably did Manny. She's just yelling because she doesn't want her Alfonso Soriano-toothed son murdered with a rifle the old bitch. She probably did Manny.
Manny.
The lady's just like, you're in my house with guns.
Through the whole village.
He has his fucking feather.
This is important. This is important.
Oh, yeah.
Dummy.
He looked like Ken Wall, didn't he?
Armless
Till he
dummy.
had no arms.
He's walking around with no arms.
He's a map. This is important.
This is important.
His hands are still holding on to it, but his arm. It was great.
Hey, Lieutenant, some Kentucky windage.
Let's say hi to Jeremy in Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio. Otto's going to be there.
Yes.
Improv later this month. Go to ottoandgeorge.com.
Hey,
What's up, Jeremy?
Hi.
What's wrong with the radio shows we got? They play pretty good.
Ron Fez. Owen. Saturday Night Virus.
Lopwizer.
Opie and Danny's secret show that got canceled last week.
Yeah.
Or Anthony and Danny.
Yeah, why are you saying my name? It's your
Dan,
show.
I said, did I say Danny and Opie?
He's an Opie and Danny.
Maybe that's what I wanted to be so I could sleep. Stay home on a Saturday. Fuck Danny. We were supposed to have a fucking secret show, and they canceled it.
Yeah.
Because it was so secret that we never told anybody, and they fucking took our bandwidth away. Maybe if I said we were going to do a show, they would have.
Yeah, maybe they would have let us.
Yeah.
You guys should do the show on the little bit of bandwidth you have. You'll sound like Christopher Reeve when you try to talk. It's a little wispy house.
We're going to take a serious phone call for real. Matt from the NYPD. Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big fan, long time. That poor thing that happened with the lieutenant, man, I mean, that's not really an admission of guilt. It's true. I mean, everyone that worked with him, he's a great guy. He was a great guy. And, I mean, when you got the media sitting outside your house 24 hours a day, taking pictures of you, the job's ready to crucify him to make him a freaking scapegoat for this unfortunate thing that happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt, I want to clear something up, though. I didn't say an admission of guilt or anything. I said he was feeling guilt. He was, like, feeling guilty about what happened. You know, you got to have some feelings like when you're second-guessing yourself or somebody ends up dead because of your actions. I'm sure he was feeling pretty shitty about it. And, yeah, when the press and people start really chiming in on it without knowing all the facts, the guy probably couldn't fucking take it, man.
I mean, 49 times out of 50, that guy's going to fall off that ledge in a fat, naked mess and then just get up. We're all going to laugh. And that's the end of it. I mean, that guy fell the one way.
On his head yet.
Him die.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a stupid, unfortunate incident, and the guy's life is going to be ruined from it. They were going to take his pension. They were going to make the last 22 years of his life worthless.
Well, wait. They would take his pension for a mistake like that? Like,
yeah, they was all ready to do it, man. They took his gun and shield away. They tucked him away somewhere. They were going to completely fire the guy.
They're pretty strict over there. Yeah. Because all that shit goes up. So if somebody doesn't, if a head doesn't roll, then somebody above him's head will roll because his head didn't roll. That's how this shit works.
I'll take the guy's
pension. Something bad happens, they put everybody in, like, that was in around the area in a catapult, and they launched them all to the farthest ends of the precincts. And And they pick one or two people, and those people they go to the gallows.
Yeah, the sacrificial lambs.
That cop that followed the order, that guy's probably never going to see a day of patrol again either.
No,
that guy's
hell
probably
no.
going to be tucked away somewhere.
But how can they take your pension? Like, if you have like 20 years of good service, how can they just how is it legal to take a pension for that? Unless you do something criminal. But if you just make a bad call in a tense situation, it's like there's been cops that fired their weapons when it wasn't warranted, but they said it was understandable as why they did it.
Well, you have to also understand about all the different unions that are involved with our job. Like, each rank has their own union, and as you get higher up, the more kiss-ass they are because they're trying to get closer and closer to, like, those top spots. So their unions get weaker and weaker and weaker. I mean, like, so, like, when you get all the way up to lieutenant, they're not going to fight for you. They're just all becoming company men.
Well, the other lieutenants are probably happy to have you out because you're one less guy they have to compete with.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a really sad situation, man. I mean, the guy killed himself, too. I mean, what kind of money is his family going to get?
I know, right? That's terrible, man. They just, for some reason, cops aren't allowed to make mistakes. Like, sometimes it's a genuine mistake. It's not meant with malice or anything. It's not racism. It's not this, that. It's just, holy shit, I made a mistake. Like, you go to the deli and the guy puts fucking mustard when you ask for mayonnaise. It doesn't affect anyone's life.
That's a guy who should kill himself.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's also like, these are all situations that we're invited into. It's not like we created anything. Like, you show up to some wild scene, a naked guy on a ledge, there's 50, 60 people watching and screaming, and you just, and then all of a sudden you got to just make a split decision, and out of nowhere something bad happens in the last 22 years of your life, but now just been ruined.
Hey, Matt, could I stay right where you are? Somebody's amazed that we're defending the cop in this situation.
All right.
Tom.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's your take on this, really?
I can't believe this guy's actually defending this cop. He tased a naked guy with a light bulb.
Dude, I never got a PBA card from a naked guy with a light bulb.
We're not saying we're defending him. We're saying he should have to kill himself. I just said it was a bad call in the field, or whatever you want to call it. I said it was a bad call.
I'm absolutely defending the cop. He did what he thought was right. Unfortunately, the guy died, and that sucks for the guy and his family. But the cop didn't go out there like, let's kill another one.
And Matt's right. He goes 99% of the time, the guy would have rolled off. It would have ended up on a YouTube thing. Everyone would have been laughing because he'd roll off the awning and land on his fat stomach.
We've all seen the bear fall out of the tree, and nothing happened to the bear, right? But every once in a while, that bear's going to fall out of the tree and crack its skull and die.
Fell on his head.
I don't think he should. I think tasing him was a bad move. I don't think it was. They could. You have hostage negotiators, or he's not because he's holding a light bulb. He's not threatening anybody's life. He's just an annoying nuisance.
Yeah. That's
and it
true.
wasn't a bad spot. They can put stuff for people jumping out of a building. They could have put something in case he falls off. It was a terrible.
He wasn't
decision.
that high up, to tell you the truth. He just fell really fucked up on his head.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, someone probably could have caught him if they just would have lined up that way.
They thought at the worst maybe he'd have a sprained ankle or something.
Yeah.
But he just fell.
I mean, if you look at the video, also you see a cop. There's a cop over
running
on a fire escape trying to get him off. Also, what if that guy slipped and fell and broke his skull open? Right. I mean, their family ain't getting $4 million from anybody.
Yeah,
hey,
true.
Matt, we got another cop. You might have said this, and if you did, I apologize. But they were going to take this guy's pension away.
You did say that.
You did say that. Okay. I want to make sure that's out there.
And I don't get that.
He felt like he was in a really tough spot, so he takes his own life.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, man!
I mean,
it's just a really messed up situation, man. I mean, nobody there ever thought. Nobody there was like, "Oh, let's go kill this guy." I mean, nobody. That was like there was no intent to do anything but to get this scene over with already. I mean.
Dude, we're lucky enough that we have a lot of cop friends, and I think we understand the tough job you guys have out there. I gotta go.
I'm driving into Brownsville right now for the, So,
oh, hey, you have fun over there.
Well, there you go.
Lock the doors.
All right, we're gonna
put on the blinders and just drive through, my friend. Let them sort it out themselves.
Yep.
Keep fighting the fight, guys.
All right, Matt. We're gonna take a break. Otto is in studio. More with Otto from Otto and George in just a bit.
Yeah, very violent. Very violent.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
You're back to the Opie and Anthony radio program.
Change we need.
Discussing Apocalypto. Off the air with Otto Peters.
Yeah. A very predictable movie.
Huh.
That
was great.
Apocalypto. Yeah, and apparently Obama's giving a little speech here, huh?
Then we noticed
in
that
Grand Rapids.
We noticed that Obama has changed his look. He's very serious. He's squinting his eyes, and he's very you got to listen to me because this country needs me.
He's very, very serious.
Look at it. He hasn't looked like that the whole time.
No, he's usually smiling, has a little joke for everybody.
Yeah. But now this is his people said, you got to get out there and be serious.
His peeps.
Show the serious side of Obama. Squint your eyes a little bit.
Did we ever find out what nationality his mom is? We know she's she was white. His father is African.
His father's African. His mother's
white, but white doesn't mean
Dutch.
just white.
His mother's white, but Dutch.
Dutch? That's like the old joke in Blazing Saddles. Excuse me, I heard you ask for a nigger. I'm Dutch.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Look at that circus ape over his left shoulder there, though.
By the way, I made up Dutch. I don't know what nationality his mother is.
Oh, you silly.
I'm just a good actor.
Dutch.
His father was an African Muslim.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
We don't want no Arabs.
Oh, where's
no
Arab?
Arab.
Where's our Arab clip?
Getting in the White House. His name is Obama Hussein.
Is this the edited or the unedited? Because if there's beeps, the new listeners are going to lose their minds.
Let me see the disc.
Yep.
Hey, Otto.
Barack.
Otto, what did your boys say about Obama? I think that's worth repeating on the show.
Boy.
Track one and then this.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
That guy that comes with you that we refuse to give a microphone to.
Oh, Kenny? Oh, he said Kenny says Michael said he looks like a Puerto Rican vampire.
See, that's funny enough to be at the big table. Why does he have to sit at the kids' table?
You could invite him over.
I did. He didn't want to come.
To get out.
I said, why don't you come over? He's like, no.
He did?
Yes.
Yeah, he really did. He said
no. I made that up. I'm an actor.
You're a liar.
Oh, all right. Well,
you are. Fawcett's plane was found.
Well, the plane now?
Yes, wreckage confirmed to be missing adventurer's plane. They found his license, his pilot's license.
Yep.
And that touched
How about his fucking skeleton?
Yeah, well, they found the license, then they looked in the area for the plane, found the plane.
Oh, okay.
And no word on the body yet.
Did he ever get out of the plane, though?
That's, I guess, what they'll find out. I'm sure in the middle of the area he was in, some animals come a-nipping. I would think he's probably scattered about as little bones. People make good eating for those things out there.
Well, why would his license be found somewhere?
Oh.
Maybe it came.
How did the license get thrown from the plane? It was a cruise missile.
Yeah,
conspiracy.
We got to play our Southern Obama fan.
Barack Hussein Obama.
This is what Anthony's counting on, Otto.
This is what I'm counting on.
I want to bring Otto to the party today. Obama's surging in the polls. He's got a lead over McCain now because
his poll is surging.
Because of the economy sucks, and a lot of people are now saying, well, we need a Democrat because the economy sucks.
Yeah.
But Anthony goes, no, my friends. He's counting on people like this woman you're about to hear and the rest of Middle America to do the right thing.
This is the last hope for our country to not have Obama as president.
Okay.
When we're at war with the Arabs, we do not need a damn Arab president. When you go over there to them Arab countries, they are cutting off the heads of the soldiers of our Americans. And his middle name is Hussein. And we wanna vote for somebody with a name like Barack Hussein Obama. Why don't we just vote for?
That's for that beer.
We want to vote for somebody with a name like Barack Hussein Obama. Well, why are we electing an Arab when we're at war with Iraq and Iran?
Yeah, there you go. So,
see, that to me is hope. I hear hope in that voice.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you got the clip that. Wow.
Where'd you get that clip? Holy shit!
It was at my house. It's my mom.
Dumb hayseeds. Oh my god.
Barack Hussein Obama. Now we're gonna have that for president.
That's what they said.
Hopefully not.
You better watch. He's on the nigger side too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he likes them.
No. Black ain't got nothing.
What to say? She likes the niggers.
Jesus.
Black has nothing to do with the way the Arabs are trying to sneak this guy in. Black ain't got nothing to do with the way the Arabs are trying to sneak this guy into our country. This is Barack Hussein Obama. They are trying to win the war, and they are not going to do it.
You know what I said?
America is going to win.
Oh, win.
These colors don't run. Hillary Clinton for president all the way.
Oh my god.
Hooray!
These colors don't run.
Red, white,
blue. America, love it or leave it, like it or lump it.
Yeah.
Colin made a great point.
Wrong with her.
Great point yesterday.
What's wrong with her?
That show where she likes the niggers. That was probably because she sat next to a black guy in lunch.
Oh yeah,
that was probably a running joke with those fucking hayseeds.
Oh, I'm sure.
For 20 or 30 years. She did something nice to a black guy one time.
That hasn't changed. Like people think there's change going on as far as that. That could have been pulled from the 1800s.
Oh my god.
Hey, goddamn, let me tell you. Jed, they want to elect Barack Hussein Obama, Jed. What are we going to do?
Well, I'll see if Mr. Drysdale wants to give us a little money. Maybe Jethro wants to do some presidenting. I'll do some presidenting, Jed. See, the boy wants to be president. He wants to do some presidenting. Ellie Mae could be my vice president.
Well, that'll be cute to go on TV with her critters.
Critters.
That's what she sounded like. We'd have a party at the cement pond. God damn, Jethro.
Critters.
I want to be an astronaut. Do some astronauting.
Nice.
I'll give them some of my rheumatism medicine.
That jug she's always carrying around. How did some of those shows fucking get on TV? I got a great idea. A bunch of hillbillies strike oil, get rich, and have to move to Beverly Hills. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Like in that dyke that worked at the bank with Mr. Drysdale. Miss Hathaway.
She sounds like the voice in Cool Hand Luke. Absolutely. It's coming in a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What we have here, failure
to communicate.
Big hair fucking pie eating bitch at the bank.
Strother Martin.
We got some audio. It's been brought to our attention. It's very exciting in the satellite radio world. We start our show kind of talking about some stuff, right? I guess on Sirius website we got some fine front page coverage.
Oh yeah.
And on XM's website, Howard's getting some fine front page coverage.
Yeah.
But what also is up there is audio, trying to lure new listeners.
Oh.
So if you're on XM and maybe you haven't heard Howard in a while, they got a little sample of what Howard's doing.
Uh-huh.
Then you go to Sirius and you haven't heard us at all or whatever, they got a little sample of what Opie and Anthony are doing. And it's been brought to our attention by more than one person that our audio sucks compared to Howard's audio.
Oh, no, really?
So
what do you mean, bad sound quality?
We're going to find out now. I hear bad sound quality, bad
material,
bad clips.
Oh yeah,
a lot of other things. They could have been used.
Why not have good clips? Oh, have us involved in picking them. Jesus Christ.
You pick it.
So instead of taking someone else's word for it, we decided to bring this to everyone's attention, and we'll make a decision without getting third-hand information.
We did pick it, I think. Right? Not us, but didn't someone on our crew pick it?
Better not have.
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
Okay.
So here we go.
On 1906, the Howard Stern revolution began. Kind of radio you could hear all over the country, and no censorship.
Want it to be heard.
Yes.
Howard Stern back in the news. Dr. Howard Stern. Howard Stern Show.
Howard 100, now on XM satellite radio.
He's allowed to say what he wants and do what he wants is kind of awesome.
And the show is going strong.
Come on,
I can't believe he's doing this. Uncensored entertainment you can't get anywhere else. I think satellite is the future of radio. Experience the best of Sirius.
All right.
Great piece of production.
Oh no!
Wow.
So what do you think?
All right, I'll be honest. It's a lot of action in there.
Yeah.
A lot of sounds,
a lot of energy,
explosions.
Yes.
I didn't even hear your names.
Yeah.
No, we weren't in that one. They're two separate ones.
That's the one for the XM listeners.
Ours on XM, and now ours for Sirius.
Oh, no, that was too busy. There was no information.
It sounded very
high energy.
High energy. It's selling the product,
Oh.
Let's see what we get for us.
Here's Opie.
Guess what's easy to us? Doing radio.
Here's Anthony.
Piece of cake. You come in, you yap into a mic. How hard could it be?
That's right. It's the Opie and Anthony Show from 6 a.m. to noon Eastern.
Yes, I heard they're very good. When do they get
Followed by Ronnie and Fezzi from noon to 3.
Nothing stops this guy. Apparently he's got the...
Only on the virus.
Yeah, plow right through. That guy sure was a chatty Cathy, though. I hope he's dead right now. I hope something happened and he died. I hope he was talking and didn't hear the truck horn.
That was good. A lot of you. That was cool.
Fucking ridiculous.
So the Jimmy Show is on. I don't mind that one because that was for the Jimmy Show. Well, now play the Opie and Anthony one.
That was...
The Jimmy Show?
Apparently.
It was...
Who said that? And Don got promoted, huh?
Oh, boy. I bet he was behind it.
What? That is not as good. It's nowhere as...
Dude.
It sucks.
Horrendous.
That's stunk on ice.
What?
Here's
This is
Opie.
the first impression Sirius is getting of our
Here's
show.
Anthony. That was a fucking terrible introduction.
And then...
Should sound like a cool show.
It's here's Opie, here's Anthony, and then Jimmy clips.
It should be
Which is
the
fine,
Opie and Anthony.
obviously.
It should be the Opie and Anthony show, and then playing clips of the show.
Right.
No matter who's talking, it doesn't have to be.
They weren't good clips. I don't care if
No,
the Jimmy
they
clips
weren't.
It wasn't a good clip.
Jimmy said some funny stuff. Those clips weren't it.
No.
Steve, this is an easy one. That stinks.
Okay. That was the direction we got from DC, but I
From
will
DC?
So what, make it
douche
DC?
cunt?
What'd they say? Remove all humor?
No, not remove all humor.
Are you passing the buck? Who said in D.C.?
That was the copy I got from Don. It was
Don Wicklin.
Why is Don
from
writing
Don?
copy?
It's not Don writing copy, but we tried to make it light because you guys are always complaining about how serious.
What?
Light?
That
wasn't light. That was
horrendous.
How about you pretty much go with one of our show intros with all the dumb news people talking about us being shocking and all that crap?
Oh, we can do that.
And then a bunch of montage clips of like, oh my God, screaming and yelling and
puking or fucking.
This is what they're hearing. No one, I wouldn't subscribe to that awful show.
I want to fucking leave it
there.
We also didn't know what it was going to be used for, so.
Well, the other side did. The other side knew exactly what was going to.
They certainly did.
Howard Stern, uncensored,
Uncensored, unbelievable, Howard Stern. Oh my God! Holy shit! You gotta listen to this god-fucking show. My God, Jesus H. fucking Christ!
And now us, Ann, please do us the same favor.
All right. Let me. Hold on.
Do us the same favor, please.
God. Oh, Jesus. On the spot here a little bit, but...
And Ronnie and Fezzi, that's like... Ronnie and Fezzi.
Oh, here we go.
That sounds queer.
Yeah.
That's no one at Sirius is gonna like get...
Well, we thought these were like generic sweepers. That
Here's
were just in
us.
the air. We had no idea that these were
This is
pitch
being
sweepers.
shown on their front fucking page.
All right, well,
or heard.
And
we have to know these things.
Opie and Anthony. Yeah, they're on too.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony.
I wouldn't quite make it that
Opie and
light.
Anthony.
That would be light.
Opie and Anthony. The sweeper doesn't.
Oh, here it comes.
How about fucking Opie, Anthony? That was the way the show is introed. That makes you want to listen to the show, not like, who are these mail-it-in faggots?
Right.
And the guy that talks too much.
There's no reason to like even give it a try after hearing that.
I have a full erection
Opie and Anthony. Oh, Jesus.
I would like to make it known that on a number of occasions you guys have said that you don't like the Sirius intros.
Okay.
Serious meaning not the company
Yes, we never
Sirius,
said make them
but-
shitty.
Wait,
No, not shitty, but...
We don't want serious.
Wait, what are you misinterpreting now? We didn't like what?
Those dramatic whoosh bang intros. You said it a number of times.
That's how we start every show.
I understand that, but you said, isn't it silly that we do these whoosh bang serious intros for such a goofy radio show?
That's our joke. Do you understand the difference between it? Why do you have a hard on?
I don't know.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy's got a little rod going.
Whenever Steve defends himself.
Yeah.
I don't understand, A, why you would get a hard on in the middle of the radio show, and B, why you have to show us.
Inappropriate, chubby. I like the line, I hope something happened and he died. That was funny.
Yeah, but it was out of context.
Yeah, see, out of context, you don't really get what the fuck is being said. I know it's hard in that short period of time to put together some kind of clip that makes sense, but...
There's something else going on here. He doesn't understand when we're joking. When we have the huge open, and then we're like, oh God, boy, the listeners gonna be disappointed after hearing that open. That's a joke.
See, not only that, but
goofing on ourselves.
You can't indiscriminately pick when it's a joke when it's not.
No,
a joke.
here it is. Here it is.
No,
We don't want to preach to the converted. Now, what I mean by that is, if you did a pew 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 promo just for our listeners, they would be like, what the fuck are they doing? But these are new people that aren't familiar with the show at all, so you need to catch their attention.
Yep.
By maybe some stupid, goddamn noises and explosions and crap.
Yeah.
And then once you got their attention, then you need to give them a few clips that they're like, what the fuck is that?
In all fairness, and
does Derek want to defend himself?
No, Derek was given the same instruction I was. We didn't know.
Yeah,
that
but
these
Derek is a raging alcoholic.
Derek has another angle on this. He's saying that there was no copy from Washington.
Oh, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
So you guys winged it. You're like fucking Bill Murray in Stripes. You you went along.
Yes, Derek.
Did your own little boot camp thing.
Don't bang into Jimmy's hard-on the way in, by the way.
Yeah.
I think you sit down, Jimmy.
No, I have to walk my friend.
He was looking. Yeah, that's probably why you got a hard on, you dummy.
I him off into the table with my foot.
Oh. See, what do you want? Hard hat or hard on, right? Fuck that guy.
Can't help it.
Hard hat.
That douche.
Oh, please.
Fuck him.
Yes, Derek.
I think the only direction really came from DC was that it was between 30 and 60 seconds. And
oh my God, they're Nazis!
I think
and go.
The time spent recording this promo was about 15 seconds. It was more of just come in, turn on the mic, and left. And I was like, okay, I guess I have to fucking put something together. And that was that.
So you just spewed some lines, and then Derek worked around.
Because we thought we were airing on this channel to air, I don't know.
We're blowing it again. We always blow it. First impression, and no one is getting an impression.
You don't get a second chance at a first impression. That's what I heard
do if
on
the
it.
person has Down syndrome.
Or Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Reagan. You have 400
Yes.
shots the first impression.
Who are you? Yes.
Wow.
Nancy, pleasure to meet you.
How long's that been up?
I think it just went up today.
All right, well,
Dog
let's
shit
fix it.
hair, dude, dolt.
They're not all going to the website the first day. Let's fucking have it fixed by today.
Of course we gotta fix it. But
by today.
Get that down. It stinks.
It does stink.
By today.
It is like I would think it's a lame, safe show. That's what I hear. Yeah. Lame and safe.
More explosions.
No, just more clips. Opie, that opening with its fucking high energy, and it's a good opening.
A lot
for the
of
show.
screaming and yelling, like all hell's breaking loose.
Yes, all hell's breaking loose. That's good. That's what we need.
Or just funny lines, like
funny lines, something about
stillborns.
Or
we have stockpiles of that stuff, but we didn't know where this stuff was going. So
why?
Now that we do,
yeah. Okay. That it can be fixed.
It'll be fixed.
Good thing it can be remedied now, before it's too late. Before people go, holy shit, who are these faggots? Yeah. You got to take a little walk, see?
Yeah, right back.
Downstairs, Z. Try to find the top of her pants. Somebody just stole them.
Her pants keep falling down,
And
Jimmy.
well, that's because the
Seems to
belt
be an
loop
issue
part,
over there.
the whole belt loop part is gone. You'd think she could afford a full set of pants and not have to leave the part the belt. Oh, Jesus Christ! Offend me?
Anthony's
Fuck no! I'm unoffendable. I am unoffendable. How
about this?
Shut the fuck up, you.
President Obama.
I'm almost unoffendable.
Jimmy, why don't you ever share with your friends?
I did share.
Share. Oh, see, he shared.
All right, we'll see you guys in a few.
All right, yeah, settle that thing down. Dip that in the fucking cold water. You're swollen, Jimmy. You need an ice pack.
Jimmy wants out before it gets real
Holy
ugly.
shit.
Because he knows where I was going.
Jesus. Jimmy's walking her downstairs.
With a raging heart on. He's got a raging heart on. He told me. I don't even know I could say what he told me. I'm trying to be a better person.
Some fucking douchebag on the way in. We're doing the walkover.
Yeah.
Some douchebag right before we walk in the building comes running over. He's one of the construction guys.
Yeah.
The hard hat and, his little union clothes on and shit like that.
Yeah.
And goes, hold on. And hands her a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. And it's his name and phone number.
Oh, really?
And Jimmy's like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? Because then he just turned and walked away. So he gives it to Kenny, and Kenny went back and goes, here, you forgot this. And then he goes, well, what are you giving this back to me for? He goes, because you're a loser. What a set of balls.
How great would it be to be as big as Kenny is?
Yeah. You can say anything to anybody.
I've never seen that guy scared.
Yeah.
We've been hanging with him for, who knows, 6 to 8 years at this point.
Amazing.
All right, well, so
amazing Kenny.
So that's how they're selling our show.
Well, it'll get fixed, and then we'll listen to the fixed version. And if that's fucked up, then there'll be hell to pay. I'm willing to give one mistake.
And his excuse is, I didn't know where this was going. Well, guess what? It still sucks.
Why don't you use some of that good, the bad, and the ugly music that you guys used at the very beginning of the show? I mean, it's hard to
you want to just hit them hard and quick. So you just a lot of screaming, like. The puking, the screaming,
right.
the live sex we did.
A lot of shit going on.
Anthony got it. Explosions.
It's got to be something that gets their attention and then makes them go, wow, that sounds like a show I got to listen to.
Oh, I'm being reminded of the Interloculars from back in the day.
Interloculars.
With Bruce Kelly.
I'm absolutely crying over here.
Can we play? Do you want to go with Bruce Kelly today? It's been a while.
I want to hear him crying.
Otto,
what is that?
Are you
this douche?
Are you a fan of when men cry?
Nah, I mean, not really. I mean,
not in front of me,
nah,
or anything. But recordings of men that you don't know really well crying is hysterical. Like sports stars when they retire. And they're like,
that stuff.
They try to sit down. and They go, I gotta say, I never thought this day would come when I first signed on with the team. And then they just they lose it out of nowhere.
Yeah. But they all start the same way. They're like, I'm going to be the guy that gets through this.
Oh, and they go, and then they stop, bow their head and go, this is a little more tougher than I thought it'd be. And some guy from the back goes, you're all right. You're doing fine. I guess laughing. I just want to say, and then some of them just sit there and go, "This is the best." They just lose it.
Really? Okay.
I know it's been
some guys goes just for a lump in their throat, and others just break down like their fucking family was killed,
blubbering. Yeah.
The hardcore's got to bear with us because we have to play the Mike Schmidt. It's been played.
Mike Schmidt is the best crying douche sports guy.
Oh, okay.
Mike Schmidt. They play with the Phillies. Home run hitter.
Yeah, Mike Schmidt. Okay.
All right, we're trying to find it, and then we'll go with the interlocular douchebag, Bruce Kelly. Who I actually like, so why am I calling him a douchebag? I don't know.
This is what it sounds like when men cry.
Let's say hi to Footer.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, you should just, use the beginning intro. What's wrong with the intro we got?
Yeah.
Jim and Norton.
Hey, guys, I gotta
Radio
go.
Jocks.
I gotta go. I got a quick call here. Bye.
All right, thanks, Footer. Here's Mike Schmidt crying, just for Otto, because he's hanging with us today.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio, with 2 very bad knees, and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
thank God this dream came true.
Blubbering.
Dream came true.
Yeah.
I picked up a bat and swung it, and it was the best times of my life.
There's a long pause in there because he's just trying to get it together.
Oh, there was nothing holding him together.
Yeah.
Lumpy throat.
He came apart.
And here's now Bruce
You
Kelly.
act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Bruce Kelly was fired. One of the first to be fired back in the day.
Yeah.
He was a good guy, and he was a fan of the show. And
Radio guy?
Yeah, he worked at XM, and he was sent over to, what was the show again, Ant? Live?
It was one of those Live Aid things.
Yeah, but they called it something else. I forgot, whatever.
Fucking feed the hungry,
Live 8.
fucking bloated belly fly children.
Live 8.
I don't know what it was called.
Fly children.
Flies around their head. Eat the flies. There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
We have one
Flies
more.
have to be nutritious.
We have one more George Brett playing us, by the way, before we put to bed that shitting bit. One more.
Yeah.
I think we have one more. And maybe we did do it with Otto here and get his
maybe
reaction to it. But all right, so Bruce Kelly goes over. It was Live 8, and he was a huge Who fan. And the Who got together for the 10th time. They're always getting back together. And he was just taken by the whole moment. And this is what happened.
Is this live?
Yes, we're live. Bruce, where were you, buddy?
I was right up under the photogs.
It's amazing watching Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey perform these songs after all these years and still have the full spirit of what they do under control. I mean, Townsend just continues to be an amazing guitar player.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely crying. I can't help it. I really can't. This is no fake. The whole moment just kind of got to me with that video.
Yeah, the video was very powerful.
Yeah, that was. This is very awkward. I'm sorry, but it was just very. I mean, it's just the Who. I can't help but be a 14-year-old kid out there with the Who. And that's it. I'm sorry.
You were seeing them live. I guess that was in color.
Yeah. Yeah. They were live on stage, but the black and white was happening on the big screens too. So.
Through your tears.
Wow.
So there's two more to go here at Hyde Park, and the crowd.
Like an idiot. I'm sorry, really.
Okay.
No. It's just,
hey, look, that's okay. You are an idiot.
Yeah, you're an
really
idiot.
is what this is all about. There are certain moments that touch everybody.
Yeah.
I gotta take you inside that clip. George Taylor Morris is the guy with the really good radio voice.
Yes.
He's looking at him like, get a hold of yourself.
Oh, he wants to just go, listen,
But he's one of those really nice guys that doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're acting like a queer.
Yeah, he wants this so bad. So bad.
That was brutal. I'm absolutely crying over here from the Who.
Stephen S. from Base Show writes, holy fuck, Fred Goldman didn't cry that hard when he found out some colored footballer lopped off his son's head.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, where are we at, Ant? What do you want to do?
Well,
we got to change the promo. That's
we'll change the promo. That's of Paramount import.
Yeah, that's just bad.
I don't know why.
Bad.
Like, did they listen to the other one, like the good one?
You don't even have to listen
and
to
then, or just know like what
you
the
should
good
just know.
Shit sounds like.
You should just know.
I guess
you want to hit him. Want to hit them hard and quick. That's what those are about.
Yeah.
You're not trying to get too much done. You just want to get a lot of energy
Is that currently
and excitement.
Playing that
Yes.
promo's currently playing? Oh.
Yeah.
So you could change it.
Well, we wouldn't have if one of our listeners didn't even bring it to our attention.
Yeah.
We never heard it. Like, hey, guys, this is what's going to be selling you to all the new people.
Oh, we could play. It's still real to me. Yeah, that guy crying is hysterical.
You want to?
Yeah, I can't get enough of these idiots just losing their minds over
I want to find new ones.
bullshit.
Because I know there's more out there that we just don't have yet.
Yeah.
I want to find
Let's
a new
get some new crying people.
Someone is saying the Jeff Gordon one. I don't know that one. I lost the.
I don't neither.
Whatever. Well, oh wait, in the 90s, right? Don't forget Jeff Gordon crying back in the 90s, bawling. I don't remember that one.
No, I don't remember.
Bill K from Philly wants to know if Jimmy's getting his dick sucked right now, and that's
Holy shit!
And that's why he left the show.
No, he's walking his friend out, and the elevators take a while in this building. needed to tie his shoe. Perhaps his shoe became untied.
Jimmy's the best because he'll say my friend.
My friend, my good friend,
very casual,
and I would like some coffee and cake.
Over the years, Jimmy, did you meet my friend?
My friend?
But I've been hanging out with you for years. I've never seen this friend of yours.
How do you introduce,
I know, that's what I'm getting at.
Because it's not a girlfriend or something like that. So if you're a girl or a guy and you're introducing somebody like that, what do you say? Here's my friend.
I just find it funny. Have you ever said, here's my friend? It's
no, I don't know how you do that. Yeah, this is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
This is my good friend.
Right.
This is my pal.
I'm insulted that we're in the same category.
This
it's like,
is
Jimmy.
No, but this is a really, really good friend.
Right.
Yeah.
You've known her a day. You've known me almost 10 years, and we're in the same category.
Same title.
Right.
Same fucking job title. Friend.
Friend of ours, friend of mine.
A friend with benefits.
Yeah.
I love when people say that. We're friends with benefits.
Benefits.
Do you really want to play Is It Real to Me again?
I love that one.
All right, John and Philly and a few others suggesting
There's a lot
that
of
one.
crying at the Oscars, too, but that's not the same as the sports guys.
The sports
The
guys,
sports
'cause they're
supposed to be massive,
men.
yeah.
Yeah, you know. You ever see your dad cry there?
I didn't know my dad. He left when I was 2.5.
Oh, lucky.
That explains everything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Just going for the joke.
Travis's mom left him.
Oh, yeah, you want to hear
Travis in
about
there?
Travis and his mom?
Here's a cute little story.
Solidarity, man.
See, Travis's mom was just like any other mom, a suburban mother, children, everything was fine and dandy. It wasn't like she had a problem with anything.
Yeah.
And then one day, she meets this Jewish guy. He apparently he's a divorce lawyer. And she takes off with him in a second and just ditches her family completely.
Wow, that's
after
rough.
being mom of the fucking year type mom.
Wow.
And then some Jewish guy is just slapping that fucking kosher dill right inside her cunt.
God.
And I'm sorry, no offense, Travis. No offense to your mom's pickle eating cunt or whatever it is.
Yeah, Ant's just trying to describe it to the radio audience.
Yeah, just
No
I'm trying to
offense.
paint a picture.
Yeah, we're all about painting pictures.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So bear with us.
I think we've talked like your mom paints that Jewish guy's face with her vag juice.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't know if he eats the kochi. So, did that make you anti-Semitic at all? Him being Jewish and running off with your mom. Did you ever use any derogatory? Right when it happened, you must have been angry, right?
Yeah, but
Every kid
I
would be
don't
angry.
think I did.
Did you use any anti-Semitic slurs to describe him?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Tell me the truth.
No.
Why? Let me tell you something. If my mom just picked up and left my family with a Jewish guy, I would just be like, yeah, my mom left with, and then just put in the worst horrible anti-Semitic lines again. But I would say that about anything. Like if she left with an Irish guy, I would just be like, what the fuck? She's going with a little dick,
Well, yeah, throwaway comments. Yeah, I probably said something like that.
Oh, so what did you use?
I don't know.
The K word?
Probably.
Was it the K word?
Yeah, probably.
Wow, you anti-Semitic motherfucker.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Wickland, fire him.
And we didn't find out about this. We didn't until 2 months after she left. So
what did you? Where'd you think she was? The bathroom? What the fuck?
No, I'm saying we didn't know who he was. Until,
you didn't know? Did you think she just left by herself? Like some mom is just gonna drive away on her own and find a new life. Who is she? Alice?
No, we knew
fucking the stupid TV show.
We knew she was staying with a quote unquote friend.
A friend? Oh, like Jimmy. A friend.
Yeah. Who was the one in the family that said, "Well, at least he's not black"?
Oh yeah. Was that you or was that somebody else?
Is it true you don't acknowledge pennies anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Did you do that when you saw your mom walking away? Did you throw a penny and hope he went for that so you could kidnap your mom back?
I only met him once.
You met him?
Yeah,
How did that work out?
I was at a backyard barbecue / local band show.
No pork though, right?
No.
It was all just okay.
And she actually had the balls to bring him there.
Wow. Holy shit. So she shows up with her Jewish lawyer boyfriend Their boyfriend? Are they married?
Now they are, yeah.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Were you invited to the wedding?
No, I don't even know where they live.
Oh, okay.
I think they might live in Idaho or Iowa.
Something with an I.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, really opens it up. So they show up, and what do? Did you say hello? Did you shake this man's hand, knowing that it was all over your mother's fucking ass and twat and tits?
All right. Shook my dad's hand before.
Well, it's your dad. He's supposed to do that, not some Jewish guy that you don't even fucking know. Oh my God. Yeah.
I met him before we knew.
Disgusting.
Before
you knew.
Yeah.
Wait, mom runs off. You see her with some guy and don't assume that he's giving her the old fucking.
Well, I was young and
I'm trying to think of something long and skinny that's Jewish.
What would you say to your mom if you could, Travis?
I've pretty much said everything I have to say. I'm really at peace with this.
Right. Very good. Thank you, Danny. Sorry, Danny was just insulting your mother.
Danny. What? Danny of all people.
Yeah, another prize as far as the mom category goes.
Is there anyone on this show that gets along with their mom?
I do, but my mother's completely insane.
I think Eric likes his mother, and that's about it.
Oh, of course he does.
Mama's boy.
Wow, so you didn't know, you shook his hand.
Yeah, and that was
What did he say to you? Hey.
Probably nice to meet you.
Hey, loser.
Yeah, I'm going to try and take all your money.
How old were you guys? Were you like
I was
toddlers?
21. I was 21. This was 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to punch him in the face. You got to punch him in the face.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Like, that's what you do. You punch him right in the nose.
There's no trauma with divorce at that age, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, it is a dirty Jew, though. I mean, a filthy sheeny, deep dicking your mom.
I definitely didn't say that.
Nice, cleanly clipped dick.
Yeah.
Just sliding in, mom.
Yeah.
That's something. I can't believe it.
Thanks.
Well, I've just, no offense.
You made it sound like the mom left a bunch of, like, babies crawling around the floor to run off with fucking Tevye.
Yeah. But to just pick up when you've raised a family like that and just leave without you had no inkling whatsoever.
Well, as
she's 21.
As she once stated to me on the phone.
How long is he going to be suckling at her tit anyway?
I don't know if he could get the Jew out of the way.
Jimmy's back.
She did say my car company starting our trip.
No, Jim, go ahead.
No,
It's your
let us
show.
say. Go.
She did say that my obligation to you is over.
Wow.
Very formal.
She was never.
See, that doesn't.
That means she was never into being your mom.
She's a cunt.
It was an obligation. My obligation to you is over. You were a fucking obligation.
Apparently.
Yes.
Wow,
we have to say that to you
tough.
soon.
Hallmark doesn't make a card for flat leaving your loved ones for a Jew. Doesn't rhyme.
Well, sure it would. Roses are red, violets are blue.
Blue, yeah.
Your father was limp.
But not the Jew.
But I should have phrased that differently.
Yeah. Oh, poor Travis. Well, maybe
now.
one
Never loved
day
you.
we'll find out where they live.
Yeah, let's call
Because
her up.
how many years ago was the last time you saw her?
I spoke to her in November of 2001.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, you must have been feeling like September 11th and feeling all like, hey, anything could happen
reconnect.
anytime. We might as well
No.
bury the old hatchet
No, that's just the last time I spoke
in
to
the Jewish guy's head.
That's 7 years ago almost.
Why do you think you're estranged from her now? Because, I mean...
Oh, I know why I am.
People
Because-
get divorced,
why?
though.
Because his, Jewish denomination, when you get married and when you marry into that faith, you shun your old life. She hasn't spoken to her own brother.
So she
any of her
converted?
old
Your
friends.
mother wasn't Jewish?
Damn,
No.
that cock must be good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't
Giving
spoken
up on
to-
everybody.
Yeah.
For the cock.
Oh, so he also recruited her into his little
Yes.
fucking cabal there.
Yeah.
much, yeah.
The fucking tribe.
He fucked the Lord out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made her denounce Jesus.
You know how big your cock is when you fuck Christ out of somebody's life?
Wow.
He deep-dicked the Messiah out of her fucking heart.
Yeah. Oh, boy, is she just going to be on a fucking fiery spit when she fucking goes.
That's what she's on right now. That's why she's happy. No offense. I hate your mother.
Yeah.
I think she's a fucking horrible twat to leave her family like that.
That's awful.
Absolutely.
That's
Anyone
terrible.
who does that for religion, some fucking new dirtbag husband.
Yeah.
I'm just cranky right now, Travis. I'm
No,
not
it's okay,
trying to
Jim,
knock
I
your
understand.
mother.
It's okay.
But you had a nice friend.
You know, it's
Why
the
would
car
you be cranky? She looked
because
lovely,
the scumbag car company is 25 minutes late, And they go, well, we didn't get the new instructions. They're just the biggest pieces of shit ever.
Times of flight.
They
11.
always
I mean,
suck.
1. Doesn't matter. I just want to attack them.
Car services always suck.
They're the fucking worst.
They never know where the fucking people that drive those things, I don't know, they don't understand you.
Yeah.
I'm going from point A to point B. Oh, where is that? It's not my job.
Just lie to them and make them wait for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Make you cry.
Because then when they show up and when they show up and you're not there, they fucking leave in 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, they could do that. Yeah, what's wrong with a yellow cab though? Fuck,
That's
they're
already done.
everywhere. Yeah.
All right, why don't we do line of the day?
We're in a cab.
Otto, we're going to promote your gig in a second here.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
All right. We're not going to play the wrestling fan cry.
No,
Another one I was thinking
another
of,
day.
we haven't done in a while, is Tippy Tom crying over Sophie's Choice.
Sophie's
That
Choice.
might be my best ever.
Tippy, oh, yeah.
Hey, what was the upshot with the production? We're fixed on that? We're all good?
Who the fuck knows?
We'll see what happens when it comes out, the next one.
Yeah.
See what it sounds like.
I want to give out this car company number. Fucking Kenny would text it to me.
Oh.
It's probably a bunch of 7s. That one, or 6s.
I don't know. It's
or
the
fucking
Empire Car Company. I would never ask people in Pal Talk.
Darth Vader's driving.
Empire. No, it's Peter Cushing. That's why he's late. He's fucking dead. He got the old Zapparoo. Darth would have showed up early.
Let's go to Nick in Oklahoma. Nick?
Nick.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What do you got, Nick?
I was wondering, from Oklahoma, we had never had any stand-up or anything around, but that guy from Sunday NFL football,
Yeah, Frank Caliendo.
Yeah.
yeah, is he pretty decent to go watch?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, you like him.
Oh. All right.
What?
It's all right. I'll send up some. Line of the Day is brought to you by WebEx.com. Hold meetings, make presentations, and do it from the comfort of your own home or office.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Check it out at WebEx.com. Here's a runner-up line of the day. I love that grapefruit. That's a Park Meridian
Grapefruit is a horrible fruit.
It's not.
It's a bitter piece of
Steve
shit.
Carlisi is a horrible fruit.
Every day.
I know.
Every day. And believe me, that isn't a complaint. I love it. And it makes line of the day every day.
I know.
Can I give out this number? Just in case anybody needs a car service that will never show up. It's the Empire CLS. So if you want to just stand on the street and watch traffic.
Yeah.
Because they claim they don't get the messages. And it's 1-800-451-5466.
It's a horrible number, too.
451.
Probably spell something.
Yes, we suck a dick. 1-800-451-5466. I'm not encouraging you to please, as a favor, just be cocks to them. Because they fucking do this shit, and all they go is, the driver didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
really?
the fucking worst people
They
alive.
didn't make better time on a stagecoach.
Didn't get the message. Maybe if he wasn't fucking sitting there the whole time going, yeah. And sometimes I get fooled. I go, excuse me? And then realize he's talking to his fucking wax-filled Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Talking all quiet, fucking plotting.
Yeah.
They're just fucking horrible, these car companies. Because they have constant business, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they do.
Empire Car Service sucks my balls. Both of them together.
That's their new slogan.
It actually is their old slogan. The new one is, we eat asshole.
Okay. You're going to have to change the billboard.
We suck Jimbo's balls was the first one, but I sued for libel. I'm in the middle of a lawsuit for defamation.
Can we play Tippy Tom crying over Sophie's Choice?
Yeah, I love that one.
After we get out of here, get E-Rock to figure that shit out. Let's do another
runner-up.
runner-up.
I want to hear it.
Let's do another runner-up line of the day.
And they off somewhere. And then they run and hide in one of the many rooms. I don't have a child-safe house. Mm-hmm. You know, except for my dates, and that's not safe.
Yeah.
No bag.
Jesus.
No bag.
No bag.
I've heard Jimmy say it so many times. I know it gets a laugh.
You know, why?
No bag, rookie.
Well, look, the way I look at it is this. It's my philosophy is if you got to wear a bag, just get out of the country. I've said that on many occasions.
Yes.
And also to no laughs, as it was now.
Bagless.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Yes. But his brain's not fully
Well, look
developed
who you're
yet.
sending. You don't get a bag full of sand when you order breakfast.
Here's your bag of sand.
Now it's time for the Otto plug. See what we do, Otto?
Oh, that's how it works.
AutoandGeorge.com. You got the Improv in Cleveland.
Yeah.
What days?
The 24th and 25th of October.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Firehouse out there on Long Island.
That's November November
cock.
Cleveland, 24th and 5th. November 22nd, North Lyndhurst.
Very good.
AutoandGeorge.com.
All right, here's another runner-up line of the day.
Enola Gay flying above the
Nothing beats the old Enola Gay dropping the A-bomb.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Enola Gay.
Another runner-up line of the day.
She didn't confess what she read. What does she read?
NRA magazine.
She reads Blubber Monthly and how to block up the electrical sockets.
Oh, God, if they get elected.
All he wants for Christmas is a fork so he can jam it in the little fork holes in the wall.
Forks, tweezers, anything.
He just doesn't understand.
Anything he can do to really hurt himself.
He just doesn't understand.
No, why would he?
Tongue Monthly. That's what magazine she reads. Tongue Monthly. Unearned muddles. I meant to say medals. Unearned muddles.
What the fuck is a muddle?
I don't know. Oh, no. No, muddled. No. I meant to say medals.
All right.
Walking around with a little fucking eyedropper with saline to just drip on that tongue so it doesn't burn in the sun.
It's like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. You just gotta keep dousing it.
Here's your line of the day.
Oh.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
I'm over here now. So you could be over there now in the haunted house at the Stardust. You want to go over there? Sometimes you'll hear some balls clanging at night. On the pool table is balls. Oh!
Great. All right, it's always a pleasure. Don't be a stranger.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go for the quick out.
Hold on, I want to plug for tomorrow night.
Yes, please.
The HBO plug for Down and Dirty. And it bothers me that I couldn't have Otto on. That wasn't my choice. And it wasn't anything against you, but
maybe next season.
Yeah, well, if there is one. These producers in L.A. made their decisions, and just believe me, you're one of the first names I
appreciate
it. Dude, without a doubt, you're one of the first names I gave me.
I know, Down and Dirty, Jesus Christ.
But it's L.A. guys.
It's the guy.
It was beyond my control.
Yeah, HBO.
Just so you know, of course I wanted you on.
Friday at midnight, Down and Dirty with Jim Norton. We'll see you guys tomorrow.